What's going on? Welcome to another special edition of Fatal Showdown featuring myself. Hey, I'm Manchest, Gibby, you might know me. Also joined by, get this, the two first competitors in the first official City of the Wolves tournament slash exhibition match, Meta Abe and Hellpockets. How's it going, fellas?
What's
It's going
up?
pretty damn good, man. telling you right now, it's a beautiful Thursday night, and that intro was fire. Just like this game, I'm going to jump right into it a little bit prematurely, but dude, I've been saying it all month. I'm in love with this game.
Oh, yeah?
What game is that?
Yeah.
One Fatal Fury City of the Wolves.
Oh.
And as you just mentioned, we are the first two competitors to play this in a tournament format. It's pretty cool achievement, if you ask me.
I think it is too. I really wanted to participate in that tournament, but they said I might win because I'm so handsome. I'm such a good booth babe. They also couldn't spare me away from the booth. Like they wouldn't let me leave because no, you're attracting all the people. So,
Mm.
It is what it is. You got to work, and I also want to say you both did a tremendous job the whole weekend at the booth for SNK.
Yes, I was also booth babing as well, and they could spare me because we just had too many people at the booth, combined powers, and we needed to give them a break and have some of those people come over to the stream. So, I had to head over there, change up the dynamic a little bit.
We also had a good friend of ours, one of the fellow Goons viewers, Schiavone, old Mark of
Shout
the
outs to
Wolves player.
Giovanni.
Still plays Mark of the Wolves, part of the online Mark of the Wolves community, helps run the weeklies every Sunday with Dagger G for the US region. Also used to run KOF11 tournaments here in SoCal back in 2007, 2008. I think, what was the place called? Game Zone X or something like that? I forgot. It was ran by Jason Wilson. We used to run tournaments out of there, Mark of the Wolves and KOF11, 2K298. It was nice. Good times. That was almost 20 years ago.
Wow. Are we that old?
No.
Sheesh.
I remember.
I don't feel that old at all.
I remember my first HRAP.
Explain. When was it? Did you buy it from me?
It's possible. I don't know.
It just hit me.
Dude, honestly, I don't even know where the hell I got my HRAP.
I'm trying to think. I don't remember where I got mine either. I know I was given one, and that might have been you, Gibby.
Yeah.
I ended up with 2 HRAPs at one point. One for Xbox and one for PlayStation.
Nice. I had several, and I ended up selling all of them, unfortunately, or not selling. I sold a lot and gave a lot away, but that I don't know how that ties into what we're talking about with City of the Wolves here in EVO, but EVO was a very good time. I'll let you guys talk about your EVO experience over mine. Mine is mainly working, which I'll get into a bit. But you guys got to play quite a bit, and Chris, we'll start with you because you were there as an attendee slash influencer.
You're the talent, buddy.
Yeah.
You gotta hear
I was there.
You did the exciting stuff.
Influencer, talent, lunch gopher.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
we gotta talk about that. Yeah.
I wore a lot of hats that weekend, and I honestly I said it on Twitter. It was one of the busier Evos I've ever worked, and I've definitely worked probably one of the busiest Evos in history for a commentator. I had a great time. The commentary was tight. Aru and Colt did an amazing job. It's always easy working with them. The KOFXV tournament was, some people are not liking the grand finals, but that the entire tournament was exactly what it should have been. And, Shao Hai's the GOAT, and he proved it once again. There was never a doubt. The man is unbeatable when he's in the zone, at least at KOF.
Honorable mention for my favorite match was KOF Honesto versus Violent King.
Yes.
Pretty sick match.
Pretty sick match, dude. I thought we were gonna get the heat with ET and Shao Hai, but I think ET was like, bro, let's just walk off into the sunset and take a nap. Had nothing left, bro. But yeah, aside from commentary, saw a lot of people that I haven't seen in a long time, so it was good catching up with folks. Probably the highlight of my weekend was getting to host the SNK developer panel on Friday night one of EVO, and sitting with Josh, Soeda. It was
Konya-san.
Oh yeah, and Konya-san, absolutely an unforgettable experience, man. Because like that was the first time I'd ever hosted a panel. So we were all nervous, like straight up. Like Soeda was literally shaking in his boots, and Konya is like, "Hey, he's a little nervous. We're all a little nervous." And I'm like, and so I go up to both of them, and I just put my arms around them, like, "Hey guys, don't worry, I got you. I'm the professional here. Let me embarrass myself. You guys don't have to worry about anything." And as I walk away, I'm like, "Crap! I was hoping to be more solid than that because I'm nervous as hell too."
You know what's funny? I saw some of the responses to like you when they were doing the practice run.
Yeah.
You know, and even when they were doing the final interview as well, the live interview, and they definitely did give you that feedback of like we're good. It was like okay, like they did seem pretty nervous, but it was great. I loved it.
Yeah, no, it was good, and like I thought that the reveals were cool. I thought that they had great personable energy with the audience, and the audience clearly loved it. They were feeling it the whole way. So really happy that I got to be a part of that, and hopefully I get to do it again for those guys in the future. And then the third arm of the EVO2024 experience, the time at the SNK booth playing Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, and I finally got to put hands on the game after what feels like almost a year of it eluding my grasp. I had quality time with the game, and if you have seen our YouTube channel, me and Abe have a first to 10 that didn't go quite to 10. On that, you can go check that out if you haven't already.
I got a question for you about leading up to this. So you're about to play it for the first time. Like, is your heart beating out of your chest? Are you getting sweaty? Like explain to me what you see walking up to the booth. Where are you coming from? Like, what's happening? What did you just do?
I think the main thing I was feeling, there was a slight bit of envy because I didn't get to play it until the third day of Evo. I didn't get to touch it. I didn't get to. I barely got to look. I mean, I got to look at it, but I
put eyes on it though, on the booth.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna cut in really quick. You know, you could have just come to the front of the line like all the other big names and be like, "Hey."
See.
You didn't want to big dog it? You didn't want to do that?
You forgot your
I didn't
boys.
want to big dog it like that because you want to know why I didn't want to big dog it like that, because I saw tons of people that I don't know that were either in line chomping at the bit to play the game. A lot of them for like the 5th time that weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was also a lot of guys who had just gotten out of line and they were just doing nothing but talking about how they couldn't wait to get back in line to play it some more. And I'm like, nah, I am not getting in front of that line. Dude.
Hey,
I'm
listen,
not going to big dog that.
You forgot your boys were literally running the booth, like literally.
I wasn't trying to start a riot, bro. Like these guys were hungry.
Dog.
Like you guys had a circulation of bodies almost 24/7, and it was never not crowded.
Dude, by like day 2, we mastered it. You could have gotten in there no problem.
Yeah, we got some pretty cool people in there. You could have been one of those pretty cool people too. The goal.
So you're telling me I got to exercise my clout once in a while?
You not exercise. You gotta. You know, you were doing it earlier when we were testing. You gotta flex that clout sometimes. You know.
Yeah, it's true. Sometimes
you know who I am. I'm Hellpockets. You gotta do that. Yeah.
But yeah, so like once I finally get time to play, I was slightly envious of having only watched it, but I was also thinking about things that I wanted to try out because I had witnessed a lot of people figuring things out before I could. And I'm like, great, now I know exactly how to approach this character, which was Preacha, when I finally get time with the game. And it actually made the learning curve a lot smoother than I expected it to be. Like I feel like I felt pretty comfortable with her fairly quickly in the game once I finally got time to spend quality time with it. And of course, I got time to spend with Terry playing in the City of the Wolves exhibition, which also happened on Friday night against you, Abe. And that was okay. So I guess technically that was my first contact with the game because yeah, it was. I barely had time to even practice because I think me and Gibby were in the booth and we just basically tried to figure out what the timing for hyper defense was.
I wasn't trying to figure it out. I was trying to show you how to hyper defend.
Well, you weren't doing it very consistently, so I thought you were trying to figure it out.
I was not, but it's not hard. It's just it's different for each character. So I did get to play the game as well, not as much as these two did. Most of my footage, or most of me playing the game, isn't other people's footage. Playing against I think I played against King J, the Bestaban, Li Joe, a bunch of people. But you're gonna see a lot of hyper defending going on, and against some random person, that's me, trying to show them like, hey, it's not that hard. Check it out. They say it's 2 frames, and I believe them it's 2 frames, but it doesn't feel like Third Strike 2 frames. It sounds stupid, but it feels easy to me. It feels easy to do. Not easy, but it feels fine. And I got some people got the hang of it. Li Joe got the hang of it really quick. Lord Knight got the hang of it really quick. I saw Ketchup and Mustard doing it. Tyrant, Damascus. Several people were just they got it. Especially once I said, "Oh, it's just like Third Strike Red Parry." Like
It
that.
must be relatively easy to do considering my partner in crime here mashed out a hyper defense guard
Whoa.
cancel.
Whoa,
I'll have
mash
you know,
it out.
I perfectly timed that.
Uh-huh.
Perfectly executed hyper defense guard cancel.
I got a little bit of footage. I saw a little bit of footage the other night because Obama was streaming it, and I was like, wow, I didn't realize how much mashing is going on in this match. I was like, this is some heavy mashing. I was like, oh, okay. Anyways, continue. Sorry.
So, I think overall everybody took to the game well. There were no negative responses to the game. No one had anything bad to say other than the game feels slow, which wasn't a bad thing. It's just it's a new game. They have to adjust to the speed of it. And again,
Yeah.
it's in beta, right? This is early. This is a very early build of it. A lot of things can change. It's one of the reasons why we're not really going to talk too much about like frame data, hitboxes, all that kind of stuff, because every build keeps changing. And we saw that with SWC footage. We saw that with EVO Japan footage, Summer Game Fest, and now with EVO World footage. And whenever they show the game off next, is it going to be a new build or is it going to be the same one? We don't know. So don't ask us, hey, how many frames is this? How many frames do you get for a wild punish? 69. That's how many. But yeah, we all have
Red
really
blow
good
is not
times.
punishable.
Rev blow not punishable. Oh, one build you could just defend Rev blow. Now you can't just defend Rev blow. All that kind of stuff.
Dude.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So the one thing for sure that's across all builds from what we saw and what we recently played, Rev blow is the strongest mechanic in the game.
Yeah.
100%
very
the
good.
strongest mechanic in the game.
It's
It's very safe, spacing dependent, which most of them push you pretty far back so you can't get punished. Does a good amount of rev damage, rev guard meter, whatever the hell you want to say. And hey, if you hit, you get a counter wire attack, right? Or sorry, wall bounce, or you get crumple, or you just get a
I
hard
think that's to
knockdown.
be a counter hit in the air. It'll do a counter wire, ball bounce, and I think counter hit on the ground does a crumple.
Yeah, I like it.
Dude, air rev blow. It's like
Bruh.
so this game, rev blows are definitely not all created equal. Like
No.
some characters have pretty dumb ones and some have pretty not so great ones. And it varies from air to ground.
Yeah,
Bro, man, the Marco Rev Blow is a freaking helm breaker, dude.
yeah, it is.
It's crazy.
That's funny. And then Vox's dive punch. I think Vox has the best rev blow in the game. Standing rev blow.
The standing
Sure.
one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It functions almost identical to Grant's, but doesn't have the weaknesses of Grant's. It goes very far compared to Grant, and you can make it safe 100% of the time. It was so fun, just mashing it out and getting burnt out against people, and they're like, what the hell just happened? Like what what are you doing? And yeah.
So actually, so Chris kind of got into it. He was talking about the exhibition and he was talking about hosting the panel. I actually want to go back to talking about the panel
Okay.
because, you know, earlier we're talking about how people were nervous and all that stuff. You didn't know that Soeda-san was there, right? Like you didn't know what he had done. You didn't know how much
Yeah,
of a
I was
legend
gonna
this guy
say,
was.
He knew he was there, and there was I learned that only a few of us knew who Soeda-san was.
Yeah.
And then as soon as he mentioned it to like you and a few others, I'm like, keep it from Chris. Do not tell Chris this shit. Okay? And everyone's like, oh, because there was a rehearsal day on Thursday, and like, do we tell him before the rehearsal? I'm like, hell no. Tell him right before the show on Friday, and I wasn't there. I couldn't. I was in the back.
They didn't
helping
even
people.
do that.
When did they
on
do that?
stage. It was
They
on
literally
stage.
did
Oh,
it
they
on
did it on
stage.
stage.
Yeah, it was
They did
on
it
Oh,
on
that's
stage, and I
sick.
was like, and I couldn't scream, but I wanted to so badly.
So why did you want to scream, Chris?
So we're doing the panel and we're doing the introductions. It's just the introductions, right? And Soeda-san introduces himself and says, "Oh yeah," and he says, "I created Joe Higashi." not just Fatal Fury, like specifically Joe Higashi. And I'm just like, hold on a second, what? What? And I almost had like the where's that in the script moment? Like I'm looking at my phone, like where's that in the script? It's not in the script, guys. You're going off script, and I'm like, oh, okay. I got to keep it together. As the host, I cannot lose it this early in the panel. But I definitely was like bouncing in my seat, like, oh boy, this thing just is so close to going off the rails because I want to talk to this dude so much about Joe Higashi stuff and how he felt about the trajectory of the character throughout the last 20 years. Damn, we're old.
Dude, he felt so strongly about that the first time we saw him, you know what he did? He went up to the artwork on the side of the wall. He pointed at himself. He was like, "Me, I did this." he literally walked over. You know the what is it? Joe Andy
Terry. It was
Fatal Fury
1.
Yeah. He pointed at Joe Higashi. He was like, "Me, I created." He was like, "Me,
this is my guy."
Yeah. He had literally been there for like seconds and came over and was like, "It's me right here."
So for those who don't know, Soeda-san created Joe and Hua-Chai in Fatal Fury 1, and he also made Abe. He made one of your boys too. He made Marco.
Now that I knew.
Yeah. And he's extremely proud, and he's happy, like so happy and proud of how Marco looks in this game. I mean, because look, he looks great. I'm sorry, I'm looking at him on this screen here, but he looks great. I was very happy that you were hosting it this year, Chris.
Thank you.
We're panel buddies now, right?
We are panel bros now. That means that the next panel has to be both of us tag teaming the hosting job. And then we pull Abe up there, say, "Hey, by the way, special guest host coming through real quick. Got some questions for the guys."
Nah, bro, we have a first to three right then and there in between the panel. Is like, we need to run this back. This is the only way it gets
from 2024, bro.
Oh yeah, I just want to say I think you did a great job, by the way. I was very proud of you.
Thank you.
I was so happy to see you up there, and so like, you get nervous a lot in new situations. You did great. Like you killed it. You were leg shaking, but that's what like you were shaking the whole stage, right? And you're like, oh my god,
dude,
oh my god, it's the guy that made Joe. It's the guy that made Joe. And you were just doing that.
Oh my god, don't freak out. Talk to him afterwards. And then like me and Soeda became so freaking cool, man. Me and Soeda-san are so cool now. Like
that's great. Did he hit you with a follow?
Absolute, huh?
He hit you with a follow on Twitter, right?
Hit me with the follow. We were fist bumping all weekend, you know. Like, dude, guy was like, "Hey, thank you, for doing such a good job on the panel. I was very nervous, but you made that so easy for me." And I'm just like, bro, like you're part of the reason why I'm doing this in the first place, and I didn't even realize it.
He was hanging around the booth after the I can't recall what day he came. I guess it was probably the day of the panel or like or no, he was there, sorry, for the practice panel. He wasn't there all the time. But when he showed up at the booth, he was literally just sitting there in awe, like, oh, this is sick. Like you could just tell like his vibe was really enjoying the event.
Yeah. He was telling me that he's it was translated, so I'm not gonna sit here and say it's a bad translation, but it's basically I'm in awe of how much reach something I helped create has, and like all these people are here in line. Like he saw the same people in line. He saw the same people like just losing their minds, just having fun, just getting excited. And he's like, man, I helped make this happen. He and Konya-san, same thing. They both were so excited for it. And Konya-san is younger. He's newer. So for those who don't know, Konya-san made Darly Dagger, my favorite Samurai Shodown 2019 character. And he didn't tease me with Genon coming in ever. Nope, not once.
That was Oda-san.
That was Oda-san.
Never gonna live that down, dude.
Man, but Yeah, Konya-san was very happy to be there. I was speaking to him at length about a lot of things, and he's very happy to see where the scene is now. So now compared to where it was during Samurai Shodown, and that's such a short period of time, and you see the intense growth that we've had just over the past 5 years. And he's like, oh, this I think this game. I'm gonna change his words a bit, but he said, I think this game's gonna be a banger. That's basically what he said.
Yes.
Because he was trying. He said banger, and I was like, what? How do you know that word?
Game banger.
No,
absolutely.
English. His English is great.
Yeah, no, their English is fine.
And I think Josh called him out on stage, right? Said he could speak.
Yeah,
English.
no, he was definitely like his English is actually pretty good, but he's not gonna like flex it on you guys today.
He flexed it on me, and I'm like, did you like study abroad in the States? He's like, no. I worked in Singapore for several years. I was like, damn, I like that.
Wow.
It's I need to learn. We all need to learn like some Japanese to communicate with them. But it is nice when we can communicate, because there's so much more that we can convey with each other than just trying to do it through a translator. I feel bad getting like Josh, KK, or some of the other translators to try to like help us out, because like I know you're here to translate for them, but on official business, not just like, oh my god, I think you're cool type thing that people do.
Well, in this case, it worked out for Josh because he had quite a bit to shill on his own right, because he's, as he announced, making a Samurai Shodown action RPG.
Yeah.
And he needs folks. He needs people to help him make that game. So he was like, yeah, hit me up, bro.
I'm about it. Oda-san put up a tweet saying like, hey guys, we need people. I hit him up. I'm like, hey, if you let me make Genon, I'm down. But he left me on he left me on red, so
you know, that's actually the most humane thing he could have said, because he could have said, yeah, sure, we'll let you do that, and then not let you do that.
yeah. But so the panel went great. They showed off, well, we could touch on this a little bit. I'm not going to show the pictures because I don't have quick access to them, but they showed off the concept designs for both Vox and Preacha, and we got to see them the night before during rehearsal, and we lost our minds. We're like, oh, this is so cool. So we lost our minds like that middle, the black Vox that they had.
Dude, oh my god,
sick as shit. And I showed
I thought all the Vox designs were pretty solid. I kind of hope they make a return in some fashion if they have that thing cooking in the back, maybe DLC costumes, hopefully. But that Preacha,
which Preacha?
So the tall, dark-skinned Dr. Preacha absolutely broke everybody's brains, dude. Holy crap! I get why they didn't go with that, but I'm also like, dog, y'all gotta please.
I would have held on to that design and just created a new character.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't even have shown that at the developer panel. I would have just been like, hey, maybe hold on to this and just make a new character.
Yeah, that one's got to be in the back pocket, man. I'm just like, okay, like I get what, like Joe Higashi could definitely never be that woman's mentor. Like,
I think
that would not work.
I disagree. I think Fatal Fury Joe Higashi can 100% be that person's mentor, because he's a serious diehard Muay Thai guy, right? He's dedicated. He's serious. She's a serious scientist that's trying to branch out into martial arts. So it meshes.
Possibly,
it's not KOF.
She did look like she was the same age as him, though.
Maybe, but you know,
like I just don't see.
You're never too old to learn Muay Thai.
I mean, I guess that's true. That would be a very progressive storyline. Like, hey, I started learning Muay Thai at like 37.
I heard you were the best.
Yeah,
I am. I beat King. Oh yeah, was he any good? He. She beat my ass.
Yeah. He was great.
Punched me in the face, and I retired after 46 seconds, and I was out. I was done. I just called it quits. How dare she? No, it was. All those. So, those of you who don't know, I've been very vocal. I don't like these little kid characters. I forgot the original design's name for Preacha, the little girl from Mark of the Wolves 2. I never liked it.
I thought it was a little plain. I didn't think it was very standoutish. So
yeah, I wanted it like so. I don't like Hokuto Maru because he's a kid. if they aged her
Annoying
up a
little
bit.
shit, man.
Well, yeah, he's annoying too, and I mean he's the framework for Naruto, right? I forgot which one came first, but same voice actor,
Yeah,
right?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh,
I
100%
think he
same
is.
voice actor.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know which one came first because I don't know when the manga came out, but all those designs were sick. Makes me wonder what's coming forward, what we're gonna get. Because we heard all the voice samples. We know we're getting Kine.
Some characters that
Right.
have not even been shown yet.
Yes, that's the thing. Because we didn't hear Vox's voice sample in that trailer.
No.
Okay, cool. I was like, okay. And then what else did we get, Chris? We got your boy.
We got, what sounded like I think we got what sounded like my Shiranori in that that trailer.
We got we got Hokutomaru, Kine, and we didn't hear either of the Kims.
Which would be wild.
Yes. And I'm gonna be honest, I forgot who else there was, but the trailer had 13 between like 11 and 13 character voices, and a lot of people have been theorizing that's all we're gonna get, but then we got Vox. It's like, wait, he's not there. Interesting. Preach's voice wasn't in that trailer.
Nope.
Right. So like all the new characters are just there. Like we have no idea who we're gonna get.
Oh yeah.
Gato was one of them. I forgot about Gato. 100% Gato's in this game, right? There's no way there's no Gato. There's no way there's no Kine. The
Now that
Kims-
so remember we were talking about
Yes.
this last episode. The characters that were appearing in the key arts prior to when the promotional campaign really got going, Rock, Kane, Billy Kane, Terry, Andy, and Joe. We didn't know what was happening with any of those characters other than Terry and Joe because they just weren't talking about them. We were getting every character except for those. In fact, we got Vox first, and we didn't even know who this guy was. But finally, SNK dropped the bomb on us last week. Billy Kane is in the game. New look. And
Not
we finally,
like the key art. Not like the key art.
Not like
Not
the key.
like
I think
the
that's
key
most.
art,
Yeah. That's what that
pretty
is
important.
very important, right? That is very important because it's like in the key art he was wearing his classic outfit. In the trailer, he's not wearing his classic outfit.
So does that mean since Andy is in the key art that he would not be Busboy Andy?
So that is what I'm saying. Like, would it be an option to not play him? Are we getting a secret costume? Like, are we getting hints that there's going to be alternate costumes? Because they've done this before. They did it in 15, where they dropped Yamazaki and Geese and Billy on us, and they were all wearing suits and stuff. And then they said, by the way, you can choose to play their old outfits if you want to. So we know that SNK does this.
So does this set the precedent now that one of the original key art, one of the original promo arts for City of the Wolves had Billy? He has been revealed.
Yeah.
Does this set the precedence of like now this is very, very, very likely that these characters are going to be a part of the game?
I'm 100% believing that all those characters that were shown in the key arts are going to be in the game.
I disagree, but that's wishful thinking on my part.
I mean, you just don't want me to have Joe. That's fine.
It's not that I don't want you to have Joe. I want characters from the past that didn't get much shine or that have only been in the real bout games, essentially. Again, I've mentioned like Richard Meyer's only ever been in one Fatal Fury game, right?
Yes.
Duck King, they brought him back. Cool. Where's Hua Jai? Hua Jai hasn't been in anything. I'd rather we get a Hua Jai than Joe. And then Hua Jai hates Preacher because like, oh yeah, you think that bum taught you Muay Thai? Check this out. Just gets turned and then starts trying to fight her and
trying to backbreaker her and stuff.
Yeah.
I think that it's very likely that all those characters are going to be in for the simple fact of like it's a really relatively compared to the characters you haven't seen in KOF or anything, a really faster way to beef up the roster.
Yeah.
Right. It makes sense that they would take advantage of their resources and be like, all right, so we're going to throw these characters in the game. We're also going to give them the classic characters that were in the original Garo, or at least some shape or form, because who knows now. So if we get Joe, does that mean that we're going to get Grant?
I don't think so. I think Grant's dead, right?
I mean, is he?
So
I mean,
that's the fun part, right? Like who's dead and who's not, because we know Geese is dead, right?
yes.
That's the one thing that's confirmed, that's constant. Geese is
The
dead.
building was too high.
Yeah, the second building was too high.
Too high.
Krauser's never been confirmed dead.
Ooh, man.
So
that'd be
there's a
Which is
potential.
funny because I saw people mentioning like, oh, he's definitely dead canonically. I'm like, nah.
No, he's not dead.
He's only dead in the anime.
Was he dead in the
Maybe.
anime? Yeah, that's what I was
Maybe.
gonna say. In the anime, I don't even remember him dying.
He
But
falls into the ocean and then he's like, oh, I'm thinking about my daddy.
if I remember right, Fatal Fury canon is he vanishes after the fight. He's like
Yeah.
mortally wounded and he vanishes. But
Yep.
I think that was the same thing with Kim in Mark of the Wolves, where Freeman like mortally wounds Kim or something, and that's why Jay's out to get revenge on Freeman. Freeman.
But Kim's in like Dong's like wind pose, so he's not.
Yeah, so a lot of people thought he was dead. They thought that was Kim's ghost.
Really?
Yeah, that's what it was initially, and then people found out more and more like, oh, okay, he's not dead. And I'm gonna be honest, I sound terrible saying these things. I kind of wish he was.
Dude, actually, no, I'm with you on that. I kind of thought that concept kind of seems sick to me, where like Dong is just constantly haunted by his father's ghost whenever he starts feeling himself a little too much.
That would be cool.
He just like drops down behind him and goes, "Oh my!" And he's like, "Oh shit!"
he's like, I used to believe in community service. What have you guys done?
But yeah, I'm interested in seeing who we're gonna get. Like, I don't think there's any character that's actually gonna like upset me or piss me off. Maybe one, right? Like Blue Mary's a character I never cared for. I think the design is nice. The design's fine. Whatever. It's just I don't care for the character. I never did.
And you say that, but then like the week before Evo, Oda drops like that freaking concept or that sketch of Blue Mary.
That sketch is 100%. 100% that sketch is from the old days. That's not something new. That art style doesn't match anything modern.
Right.
So my theory, I'm gonna get through this really quick. My theory is that was Terry's ending in the original Mark of the Wolves 2, where people were like, "What happened to Mary?" And then he rides off into the sunset with his hot biker girl. That's my theory. Right? That she's not actually in the game, which she wasn't in the original Mark of the Wolves 2.
No.
But she's just in Terry's ending. And like, hey, let's go. Or some people old SNK never specifically said that Kevin and Mary aren't related, but people are telling me that sometime in the past year or so that they confirmed they're related in some way. So maybe that was a thing. And it's just like, oh hey cop family, and this is right off into the sunset together.
Why wouldn't the cops be related?
You know what? It kind of makes sense if you think about it, because you never really have advantage on Blue Mary or Kevin. They just seem to slip out of everything.
Yeah, Mary does this stupid thing where she escalates things and
oh my god,
gets
immediately pulls out the taser.
Bro, she does.
Yes. So what's funny, quick aside, Mary, lore-wise, she's a horrible cop. In terms, what I mean she cannot do her job. And Kevin, I think, kind of sort of the same thing. He's trying to find Freeman, and instead he finds Terry and tries to arrest Terry.
He said, "Hold it right there, hippie."
Oh no, yeah, hey there, hippie head. What's going on?
The Olympics are coming to Southtown. Time to clean it up.
Got to get rid of the riffraff. So
you know how it is.
Also, before we move on, he's also in the game.
Yeah, Kevin. That's what I was gonna say. Speaking of Kevin, yeah,
Kevin gets revealed in the game, has a new move, so I'm gonna say it. I thought it was an interesting idea to reveal Kevin at Evo and then put Billy at a later time.
Yeah,
and Abe, we spoke on this during the reveal of Billy. We thought that was a much more appropriate reveal for Evo.
That was one of my guesses, that Billy was going to be at Evo. And I feel like they did me dirty, because I feel like this was a last-minute decision where they were like, nah, just put Kevin, bro.
We swerved too hard, bro. Like
Manchester is going to be there. He's going to lose his mind.
That was the joke. People were like, oh, they announced Kevin here because of you, right? I'm like, I don't know. I wasn't like That'd be nice. That'd be cool. But I'm sure that wasn't the case. I think Kevin, I think Billy would have been the better choice for Evo, and I'm sure you guys agree.
I
Yeah.
think everybody agreed. Everybody I
Yeah.
talked to was like, bigger pop if it would have been Billy, because I feel like the general video game audience at Evo would have like known Billy more over
Yeah.
Kevin.
Yes. I mean, as pivotal as Kevin
Hell
is
yeah,
to
dude. Getting the Li Joes on. Let's go.
as pivotal as Kevin Ryan is to the last Fatal Fury games ecosystem competitively, I think the majority of people at Evo are not hardcore SNK fans, not hardcore SNK competitors, but they are aware of the classic IPs, you know?
Yes.
And Billy Kane definitely falls in that category.
So you guys were in the arena when the announcements happened, right? I know, Chris, you were.
I was
Abe,
still
were you?
commentating.
I was, yeah.
So I was told by plenty of people that the first thing that they showed off, what was it, Vice and Mature that they showed off?
Yeah, they
Mhm.
dropped Vice and Mature
Okay.
art before that.
So I was told there was a huge pop for that, and then as soon as Kevin showed, there was like some boo and things like that. Is that true?
I don't think so. Maybe
Okay.
like some people that were like directly next to each other, but I was like
Mm.
further in the back and everybody was pretty excited. As a
Okay.
matter of fact, you know what got the biggest pop?
Hmm.
SVC
SVC
Chaos. They lost their
So
minds.
so what's funny about that? I heard that from the SNK booth,
Mm-hmm.
and we were waiting on that. Like we were like, okay, we were like, because we were prepping at the booth. We gave away the posters, which I don't. Oh, Abe, you have the posters. You have all the posters.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna grab one and go like, hey guys, check it out. But we were prepping everything, and we're like, okay, we gotta wait. Once this happens, we gotta give out all these posters. People are gonna get hyped. We had to do some other prep as well. And yeah, I heard it. There was a delay from what was in the arena and what we saw next to the booth, and so we hear the big pop, and then like 5 seconds later it shows up on stage, and I'm like, oh man, are people gonna pop here? And there are people in line just like, oh my god, oh, and just jumping. I'm like, man, oh, that's cool, because the game doesn't have the best reputation.
No.
It didn't leave an impact the way CVS2 did. But it's still a versus game, and the most important part of this coming out for people is like, wait, are they working together on another game?
It confirms suspicions
Mhm.
from already
From
been
2022.
So okay, if we take the story back a little bit, it goes even as far back as the Neo Geo Pocket game that released, right?
Oh yeah, when they re-released the Match of the Millennium on Neo
Yes.
Geo Pocket Color for
And Card
Nintendo
Fighters.
Switch.
Yeah,
So-
and
And
Card
Fighters.
So that, but probably the biggest thing that people remember is the artwork from Evo, right? Like
Yeah.
I think that happened, and people are like, no way, there's no way they do this together, and they're
Mhm.
not releasing something. And like as far as versus stuff goes, Capcom hasn't acknowledged anything, not even Marvel at that point.
Mhm.
So none of this stuff existed. And then the thing that happens at Summer Games Fest,
Oh yeah.
when they announced Marvel, that's what made me lose my mind, because I'm like, well, then anything's possible. If
Yeah.
they're gonna do this, if they're gonna do Marvel, then anything SNK related is totally doable. And then, I actually don't remember the timeline what came first, but then they announced obviously the big announcement
Terry
of Mai and
Bogard.
Terry, and then it's like all but like, oh, here we are, right? And then SVC Chaos happens, and it's like, oh yeah, if we weren't for sure in before, we're super duper in.
Yeah. So now the assumption is a new game being worked on right now? Is it something being planned? Are they testing the waters? Is it just going to be character collaborations? Because we know Mai and Terry. We got to see Terry at Evo as well in Street Fighter 6. Everyone agrees he doesn't look great, but he's in Street Fighter. He's fighting in them streets. He got punched in the face one too many times.
So the funny thing is, like when I saw him, I thought he looked as old as they tried to make Mark of the Wolves Terry appear to be.
Yes, that's the same thing I was thinking. I'm like, I think they aged him up, is what they were trying to do. Not because some people, I saw some dumb takes of like, oh, Capcom deliberately made him look bad. Like, no. Look at a lot of the characters in Street Fighter 6. Some of the faces look fine, some don't look good. Some, depending on angle, they look better at this angle than they do at that angle, so on and so forth. So we'll see where Terry is with it, but also it's early. Is this his final face?
Well, so I'm going to say that, remember, this is the furthest along that Street Fighter is in their timeline. You know, like this is after Third Strike, I believe.
Yes.
All those characters who have been there since World Warrior or even Street Fighter 1, they are also that old. And so if you say that the Fatal Fury and the Street Fighter timeline are moving parallel, then yeah, Terry should be that old. He should be up there with Ken and Ryu.
Did we not get the fist bump?
No, we didn't get that in the trailer. Because in the trailer, they made it a very SNK centric trailer. There was like fake Blue Mary, fake Lao, Joe.
We're gonna get that. We're gonna
Richard
get that trailer
Meyer.
later, bro. It's gonna happen.
There were a lot of like SNK references, and then it looked like there were some Final Fight references, which makes sense too. So I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if those were all character, like, I mean, they are all character created characters, but I don't know if they're like default characters in World Tour. Yeah, World Tour. I've never played it, so I don't know. But it was fun. It looked good. They had Goofy Andy, Mary, Joe in like one of the shots. Richard Myers is like, hey, everyone, drinks. I forgot who else I saw. But part of me thought I saw Hua Jai, but he had spikes on him, so I wasn't sure if that was him.
You could probably just make Hua Jai, though.
Yeah. But it looked good. Like, I think it's gonna be fine. It's also it's Pow Pow Cafe, and it looks like they used the CVS Pow Pow Cafe. CVS 1 Pow Pow Cafe. You remember how there's like a big old golden dragon in the background?
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Such a 6-stage.
That's what it looks like to me. I only watched the trailer. I watched the trailer once the other day. I think I was watching it with you guys, or when I was like, I haven't even seen this. Let me go take a look at it. And it looks fine. I think it looks good. Sounds like it's what's homeboy's name? Michael Schneider, the voice of Terry in City of the Wolves. He's also doing the voice. It sounds like he's also doing the voice in Street Fighter 6. Not 100% sure. It sounds like him, so I'm gonna.
My man's working, bro. He's getting the gigs.
He's eating good.
He's the main character, brother.
Literally the main character.
Mm-hmm.
If you're watching the stream, he's right there. See him?
Also, sidebar on that guy. Apparently, he also gets down in some KOF.
Yes.
So
he was telling me that when I first met him, he was talking to me like, yeah, I used to play CVS 2 all the time. I learned how to play CVS 2 because of Terry Bogard. I'm like, that's tight.
That's awesome.
That's cool. He's also got one of the special buttons.
Yeah.
That other people don't have. And speaking of,
what? Blackwood?
Yeah.
Oh, you about to flex it?
Oh, flex it.
What's this?
So,
show him the tote bag, brother.
That's what I'm gonna do. So, okay, check it out. There's this cool City of the Wolves tote bag here that SNK was giving out to influencers and VIP essentially at the SNK booth, but also they hooked us up at the Game Goons suite by not sponsoring but giving us prizes. They hooked us up with like I think 10 of these. They gave us a bunch of shirts, and there was some. What was the other thing? I forgot.
Sponges.
What's up?
Sponges?
No,
sponges were something different. I have the sponges.
It was a tote bag. It was T-shirts, and it was actually maybe it was just tote bags and T-shirt.
Maybe.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so check it out. This is what they gave everybody that showed up at the VIP booth. Okay, it's a nice little box here. And for those who don't know, there were 2 lines at EVO for City of the Wolves. One was casual play for 15 minutes, and the other was the competitive play. You had to win 2 or 3 sets of 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
You had to win 2 or 3 sets of 2 out of 3.
It was 2. It was 2 sets at first on day 1, and then too many people won too many buttons, and they were like, "All right, we need to extend it to 3."
Damn.
Yeah. We were running out of. We legit gave away all the buttons, which is good. It's a good thing to have. And to my knowledge, only 2 people collected all of them. J-Dash and Dente. They collected all of them. They were trading. So I mean, they were beating people, but they were also like swapping buttons throughout the entire event.
J-Dash and Dente, they some sweats though. We know that.
Yeah.
At the very end of the event, or towards the end, so they had to start using some of those boxes, and they started allowing them to pick from the box.
Oh yeah, there was blind at first. People didn't know who they were getting,
Yeah.
which is
And
nice.
people got mad. people were in line and they got mad. And I was explaining to them, I was like, hey, listen. I was like, this wasn't supposed to happen. People weren't supposed to get these buttons you guys are getting now. Like, we could just not give out these buttons at all. It was like, but SNK wants to share some stuff, wants people to have things. So they gave up some of their personal collection that was supposed to go to them or some of their friends or people.
Yeah, they were supposed to go elsewhere, and they gave them to the people because this is not a joke. Every single button that was there got given away. SNK went back without any buttons. But for those who want to see, check this out.
Ooh,
Look at that! Look at that!
Damn!
It's all on this pretty box. I helped build one of the boxes. I'm gonna just lie and say this is the box I built. So what I did was I wanted to have fun and be an ass. It was literally be an ass. So these are all the buttons you can get, right? These were publicly available to get for everybody, but it was, again, blind box. Then there's this special button here that we were talking about. For those who haven't seen it, I don't know if it's blurry, but it says Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. The only way to get this was be talent or VIP at SWC Finals this past year.
Bro, I didn't get that.
What about to say? I didn't get it. I think I
because-
got a Shune button.
because you guys weren't talent, right? You only
We were
commented.
talent.
You know you're right.
Yeah, I know,
It was not.
But this was a fun button because I was showing it to people. People offered me a ton of money for it. I'm like, no, I can't do that. It was like they wanted it. Like I didn't know this. Apparently, the SWC buttons are selling on eBay for like $100, $200 a piece, which is ridiculous.
How's the
here,
Terry work?
I have all of them except Blue Mary because as soon as someone gave her to me, I threw her into the crowd at SWC. But I had a lot of offers for this. A lot of people liked it. I'm trying to convince. I'm gonna try to convince SNK to redo this button. Not identical, but something different. Make it white. Make it different than this. I had offers for money, dinner, food. Some idiot threatened to like punch me in the face for this, and I'm like, for a button? Okay.
Sure, buddy.
Yeah. Why not?
Everybody's a collector these days, right?
Yeah. So, yeah, I was being a jackass. Don't get me wrong. It was not a nice thing of me to bring this to like tease people, but it's like, hey man, because like the thing I was worried about were people like I got them all, and other people like, but do you have them all?
Let me bring this to show you that you don't have them all.
Yeah,
'cause
that
I
was.
know you guys don't have them.
Everybody
that
calm
was
the
bad.
hell down.
And then
You don't have anything.
both Dente and J-Dash wanted to play me. J-Dash really wanted to play me. I wanted to play him, but we never had the time. But like you see them, they were getting very good at the game. I don't know where I'm putting this. They also gave us this lanyard.
Oh yeah, no, that's
here.
sick. I definitely have made that part of my everyday red wardrobe now.
Yeah.
It's on my keychain.
Nice. And then they gave us some other stuff which I currently don't have next to me. I should have prepared, but I didn't, unfortunately. I'll show it off later. And I also have The Boy and the Heron, which has nothing to do with SNK, but it's a very good movie. Go check it out. I don't know why that's in this bag, but yeah, it was very nice of SNK to just, like, they give out. They also hold on. I don't have it. I don't have it blown up, but there was Big Beer. We were giving out.
Oh yeah.
Kyokugen Ale. Because we were giving away a lot at the end. I forgot. I thought I grabbed a bunch. Apparently, this is the only one I have. So someone took my stack that I had. So they're essentially like thunderstick beers.
Yeah.
And they're huge. They're like about that big. That seems about right.
I blew it up and I gave it to Rio to beat me up with, and he
Yeah.
knew exactly what to do. He was like, "Oh, thanks, Daddy."
Bottoms up.
It was cool. I'm glad SNK was doing that because there was a lot to get from the booth. Not just playtime. You got the lanyard. You got that. You got buttons. You got to interact with all the SNK people. Like none of them were
Photos
hiding.
in the back.
Yeah, photos in the back. They had not life size. It was taller than life size. Terry. There was Marco that was squatting like he was over a toilet, and there was Hotaru, who was just very. Hotaru looked life size. I think she's like 5'0". But it was nice. The booth overall was really good. They also did a great job at China Joy the following weekend. That booth looked amazing. They
Good.
had like a Metal Slug section, the City of the Wolves section. It was good. We didn't go.
Like, I had a freaking motorcycle.
Had a real
What was
life
that about?
motorcycle, yeah.
I definitely would have took a picture on that. I was like, hold
Yeah,
on,
straight
let
up.
me mount that one.
And then you'd have been kicked out of the country.
Hold on, hey, bring that leg over on easy. Throw that baby on. Where's the clutch? I'm about to drop it.
Yeah, but yeah, China Joy. The only announcement I can think of was Billy. We kind of briefly touched on Vice and Mature. They got revealed, but
There's not much to say. Yeah,
yeah,
they
just-
mostly just dropped the art and a date, which is I think is like December or something.
yeah, December this year. They have their old outfits back with like minor changes. Vice now has like kind of wild hair, which matches the character personality, which is nice.
She has like a chocobo hair, bro.
Yeah, there you go.
The spiky ends.
I know the community is they're two big fan favorites. I kind of play Vice a bit in '98, but that's about it. I don't really use her much, and I don't play Mature. What about you guys? You play them?
I mean, in 13, I messed with Vice because when I found out she was stupidly broken,
Arcade.
I figured he might as well.
Arcade.
She was pretty well, okay.
Literally
console
broken.
version, she was really good. In console, she was really good. And in arcade, she's broken.
Yeah,
But in
Arcade,
console, when I found out she was-
locks up the game. For those who don't know.
Yeah. In console, I found out she was just really strong, so I figured, hey, might as well learn a little bit about her going forward. But that's about it. And I never messed with Mature.
Mature had an infinite originally in
Yeah.
13.
Yeah, in arcade.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Arcade 13, people forgot about those days. We didn't.
Free X's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
buddy, man. Takuma.
Yeah, Takuma
Daimon?
and Daimon. Daimon started the round EX ground pound over and over and over. It's nice. She needs bigger arms. Vice is like, what is she? She does like weight training or something like that. I think was her.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like one of her. Like every character has the things they like or into. That's one of her hobbies. But have you seen what's homeboy's name? Moist Critical. He looks like he's like I don't know. He looks like he's small and skinny and frail. This guy flexes and it's just like
Yeah, he's got the big bicep, man.
yeah. He goes from nothing to like triple the size. And it's like, oh, check it out. You know, I'm an actual like physical trainer, kinesiologist. Check out what my arm. I'm like, that's probably what Vice is. You know.
True. He also looks like Andrew WK.
He does.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to make muscle women. I agree. But you know they're also covered up. So
Yeah.
unless like you want to see like beefy shoulders through the lace,
Flex out of the pantsuit. Yeah, let's go.
have her urine just like and just like you know transform into the dress skirt.
Maybe she has an install
Maybe,
that she
yeah.
gets to use.
Vice
Bruh.
install.
It will be, yeah, so I actually do wonder how they'll employ them in 15 because the 15 system is pretty different from 14. Like thinking about Vice having EX sleeve and it functioning the same way that it did in 14. I mean, she could be game changing on a lot of levels. Mature, I don't know. The scariest thing about Mature in 14 was when she had the EX Despair, which was plus on block. and it was full body invulnerable. So basically, it's like you would just raw activate and just EX to spare, EX to spare, EX to spare. Obviously,
yeah.
that's no longer a thing, but
Yeah, now you can just do it 10 times in a row if you want.
if it was that good again, yeah, you could just do it.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I am looking forward to them. I'm hoping some kind of balance changes come with them. Only to breathe some more life into the game. Not saying that it's dead. It's just the competitive community wants it to have an update of some sort.
Well, these guys are going to keep playing the game into 2025 also. Yeah. So I think that giving them something to chew on during 2025, and also having City of the Wolves, which drops in 2025, I think you can have both of those things running congruently.
Yeah, and there is the SWC 2025, I think is what they're calling it this year. There's also that, so people are playing for spots in that. We know Shanghai got it.
Shanghai and ETF
Mad KOF.
Mad KOF just won it.
That's right. Weekend. Mad KOF just qualified, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Over Kami Jones.
Kami Jones, bro.
So
Violent Kane has a spot. That's right. Violent Kane has a spot.
Oh yeah, Violent Kane did win the spot. I forgot.
He got his combo breaker. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about. I'm gonna be honest. I forgot about combo breaker. But yeah, like the game is still actively being played. The competitive community just wants some balance changes. It's not that the game is unbalanced. It's KOF has always been the game that gets really quick. We find out who the top tiers are within a week.
Yeah,
always, even ever since patch culture started happening. Same thing.
Culture.
I don't know what to call it. Like that's the current culture of fighting games.
We joined the PC bros, man. We're PC culture now.
Yeah. It's the same. It's the same thing with that. A patch comes out. Oh, hey, look, these are the best characters now. Oh, hey, look, these are the best characters now.
Yeah.
It doesn't take too long, so I don't think it'll be a bad thing. But having them come out, and they might the DLC for the most part in 15 has been kind of weak, in terms of tier wise. Outside of the first batch of the Mark of the Wolves team, I think the rest were pretty much.
They're so crazy. They were so crazy with that drop, bro.
But they had to nerf them immediately too. Remember,
and that was during the Terry, Ralph, Vanessa time frame.
That was right in the middle of that, and I don't want to say that we immediately forgot about those characters, but Gato definitely replaced Terry on a lot of people's teams.
Yes, I do think people did forget about the characters. I think not forgot about them, but underestimate how strong they were because it's been so long. People think Cronin, when Cronin was at his peak, they think that was the best character throughout the entire 15.
Ooh, man, I don't know, dude. I feel I think Gato is pretty up there.
Mm-hmm.
Man, having that busted 2D to me, on top of all the other dumb stuff he had, it was a real game changer because it's like you couldn't hit him. No. He had a really disjointed hurtbox, and it came out fast, and it was really far. It was because he got nerfed. After that, it basically made Geese have the best 2D or one of the best 2Ds in the game.
Yeah. And then they just kept buffing him.
Yeah. Again. B Jeanette was pretty crazy too. I mean,
Jenny was very strong. Rock was very strong.
Rock's EX hard edge had lower body invulnerability.
I mean, not just that. His far stand C.
Yeah, that too was also nuts.
You just press it. Oh, it hits crouchers. Oh, it hits you from full distance, and you can convert into everything.
Late cancel as hell, dude. The
EX counter, so crack counter, EX command grab definitely didn't scale that hard, so he could put some pretty sizable damage on you off of an EX counter or an EX command grab. And his jump CD was still as good as it is now. So, I always feel like we should have an episode where we talk about 15 and its different eras, because there's one thing that I think people overlooked, and it's not their fault because there were other characters to play at the time. But a lot of people think that Cronin didn't really start cooking until season 2. and or like late in the season 1, like after the May patch. And I'm like, nah, dude, like we definitely saw what Reynolds did with Cronin
Oh yeah,
out the gate
it's actually
against
on our
people
YouTube
like
channel.
against Decimo, against Violent Kane and long sets.
We did a Neo Dojo special actually with Decimo and Reynolds. So
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And
that's up on
even
our
at that
YouTube.
point, I was like, damn, this character's kind of dumb, bro.
It was a fun time, and I understand the competitive community not having fun with it, but as a spectator, it was great.
Oh yeah, I think that was probably the strongest era for KOF15.
Yeah, but again, the downside to King of Fighters at high level is top 8 will be like 5 or 6 characters total.
Well, so not in this case, not this year. We had
this year's different.
We had a very diverse top 6.
And I didn't see any of it. I just saw the results, and I need to go back and watch it eventually. Listen to who was it? Was Colt, and who was the other guy commentating top 8, top 6? Sorry.
It was some guy named Hellpockets.
Yes, Hot Pockets.
Yeah, it's Hot Pockets.
That's who it was.
We're commentating top 6 for EVO2024.
Yeah.
They did a pretty good job, I guess.
Yeah, I heard they did all right. Mm-hmm.
I think they'll probably get another gig sometime.
Oh, I sure hope so. A lot of good fighting games coming up.
A lot of good fighting games coming up.
So, I mentioned earlier that you guys got much more hands-on time with the game than I did.
Yes.
You two played a first to almost 10. I don't know the score to it. I don't want you guys to talk about the score just yet. We do have it up on our YouTube, and we are going to take a look at it right now.
awesome.
Yes. So it's only 30.
I beat the hell out of Pockets. No, I beat him so bad. By the way, if you're gonna set that up, go do that, Gibby. But
it's already set up.
Okay, so I just want to say that for the exhibition, we actually didn't get a lot of practice.
No.
Like for the actual
this
exhibition.
was after the exhibition.
This is clearly after the exhibition, and it's a lot different because I watched those matches and I watched the exhibition. I was like, damn.
Oh, Hanzo
Nice.
Gonzo with a big raid. What's going on, Hanzo?
Going on, buddy.
So we're gonna take a look at this Hellpockets versus Meta Ape footage from the City of the Wolves.
The Goon
Oh,
class.
Gooners can't.
Oh no,
Pockets.
dude.
Go ahead.
I
Go ahead.
forgot.
Explain. Do it.
Apparently, we can't use the word goon anymore in 2024. It's been co-opted by Gen Z. So people are coming up to me talking about like, "Hey, what kind of suite are you running down? The goon, the what suite?"
I was telling everybody we're all gonna be gooning together in the Goon Suite.
Straight
couldn't
gooning
make it.
all the time.
Yeah, I couldn't make it, but I'm like, we're just gonna nonstop gooning all day, all night. It's gonna be great. And yeah,
Just like we see, they haven't stopped us from gooning on this channel in over 10 years. We're not going to stop now.
we've been gooning for what, an hour and 8 minutes right now?
It's a world record.
All right, let's switch over to the footage. Whoop. Check this out.
There it is.
Boom.
And this is in fabulous 4K quality. Shout outs to the Atomos Ninja, which I purchased just to get this kind of footage, and I'll be using it going forward at other events because, man, the capture quality is beautiful.
Yeah. So, heads up for everyone. Audio may not be loud because it might blow out all of us. So I have the audio pretty low. Again, this is Sunday. This is a like tournament ready Pockets and Abe right here.
Yeah. We are primed.
We're trying stuff.
Yeah. And it's full on Preacher versus Marco.
Yeah, we had no character swaps. I wanted to get the most time with Preacher as possible here.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Manny Fresh. Oh yeah. Is that what we're doing?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy that we got like half hour set before this in the booth to go into the VIP place to record this because I feel like we could offer some good gameplay after that.
And Pockets mentioned this is all in 4K. You can check it out on our YouTube channel in higher quality that I'm streaming. I'm pushing out this is 720 video feed, but I'm pushing out at 1080, so it doesn't look as good as it should look. Oh, and you guys only played on this stage, huh?
We only played on this stage. Yeah, we didn't.
Okay.
We did not switch. Dude, we were locked in, bro. Like,
You know, all the Garo practice, Mark of the Wolves practice. Really, I've been telling Chris, like, man, it's paid off so much. It's so worth it that we put all that time into Mark of the Wolves.
Yeah, no, I tell people all the time, I'm like, I think it's a great way to prepare for this game, but there's a lot of stuff in this game that you will not be able to utilize Mark of the Wolves knowledge for. It's that different. But still, at a basic level, I think it's a great way to ease your way into the game and learn the new systems, or in some cases, the old systems.
I think getting comfortable with the situations that may occur with JDing and guard canceling, understanding how to take advantage of those kinds of things, is really important to figure out. Like, you could at least definitely learn that in Mark of the Wolves and carry that over here. But specific things like timing and stuff, probably not.
Yeah, it's going to be a very, like, you're going to have to wait and see kind of situation. And then there's also just the character-specific mechanics that come into play also that you may not have gotten from Market of Wolves, because obviously Preacher not in Market of Wolves. Look at this guy using the knowledge of Market of Wolves. It feels good for him.
So good to hit those counter hits. Like, hitting those combos with Marco are so satisfying.
So what you guys are talking about with this Mark of the Wolves, I do think playing Mark of the Wolves is a huge benefit to learning this game. I see people saying it doesn't feel like Mark of the Wolves. I see people saying it does. As a long as time, I broke my wrists playing Mark of the Wolves. I can tell you this is at its core Mark of the Wolves with much more refinement. It is a better. So I'm not gonna like this more than Mark of the Wolves, but it is gameplay wise a better Mark of the Wolves.
I can see that.
Damn, look at that. Hold on. Look at that rev blow. Did you see that?
That rev blow from full screen, buddy. From full screen, buddy.
They are not created equal, man.
Nope.
Like, so crazy.
She's literally a knuckle dragger, too. She sets her fists on fire, dragging her knuckles on the ground just to hit you in the air. Hellpockets
so crazy
character.
that they get cancelable far C. I'm like, dude, yes. Cancelable far C
No,
on
her
on a
universal,
Higashi?
her universal overhead.
It is so plus you can link into down A.
Yeah, and we're like, everyone was complaining about her down A, and you're like, oh, check this out. I was like, wow, nice.
Yeah, no, I was like, cool. She's got some stuff. She's got enough Joe in her that made me feel comfortable easing into a long set. The things that are vastly different from them is that close D right there. That is Joe's close D, but unlike Joe, it is not cancelable. But it is plus as hell.
Yeah. Her close D is also her same animation as her break. So some people, oh, look at this overheat. Look, so you see the guard bar going down now, and now Abe loses access to everything.
AD can't do nothing. He tried
get stuff look at that. No invulnerability.
We actually both got surprised by that. That's why I didn't follow up.
So,
and there you go, Joe Far D right there. Like, she has that. I am at home, baby.
Oh, hold on. It's 1-0 Hellpockets. I'm gonna keep track of the score and shit.
No, it's 1-1, right? Because Abe won the first one.
You know, you were pointing out the break animation and the close D, and that was definitely screwing me up. Because I'm like, wait, I'm confused. Was he doing close D or was he doing the break?
No, because he started pressing buttons on the close D, and I was like, oh, it's a frame trap. Yeah.
Oh. Good, Justin. So see, you got the wild punish off the throw there, right? I was explaining that to people at Summer Game Fest and afterwards, and people didn't get what I was saying. I'm like, yeah, you can wild punish with a throw. And they're like, but how? I'm like, oh, you just throw.
That's the game.
Good. Look at
that. Hey.
Whoa.
JDs, man.
Look at that.
Man. All that Mark of the Wolves practice paying off.
I was going to say, where'd you learn how to do all that?
Oh, man, thanks a lot, guys. It's all thanks to you, Abe, and Jaime.
And Kevin.
I'm definitely trying to guard cancel DP. All of that.
So for those who don't know, supers don't do a ton of damage in this game. Supers are very beneficial. Level 2 supers in particular are very beneficial when you guard cancel, because they become 0 frame supers, which you can't naturally get in this game. They're pretty strong.
Which is particularly a nod to Mark the Wolves 0 frame supers, where you pretty much got it and you had meter.
And not everyone had access to it. Now everybody has access to it, which I think is cool.
Yeah.
What the?
What the? I started listening for that audio cue and then like going low.
You could see like a lot of times I'm trying to set up a JD and I'm just not getting it. The timing does feel different in this game. Like I'll do a DP break and then he's gonna mash a button and I don't get the JD. I'm like, damn, dude, like I need to get that timing down.
I do think the JD timing is a little tighter than it is in Mark of the Wolves.
By the way, if you look back there, that was an anti-air DP into full combo that I dropped.
Yep.
Which is not that, it's practically not a thing in Garo, right?
So that drop right there is me trying to do DDP twice. So you cannot D break then DDP again.
No, every attack that has a break point can only be comboed, juggled into once. So you can combo into, like Marco can do CDP, quarter circle forward, D, break both, and then go into the EX versions
Look how
as well.
cheap that was.
Yeah,
Did you see that sequence?
Like this. See?
A Helmbreaker.
That sequence was so cheap.
Let's see what comes next here. I think
you get tagged. You definitely get tagged. Because
get
I was
like
like, I'm not losing this one. I was like, no.
Oh no, you pressed the button there. So
No,
hold
I
on a second.
still take it. I still take it.
I think you're gonna press the button. Oh, you chipped me out. That's
chip,
what it is.
yeah.
So we confirmed tip deaths here. That's what that was.
See,
Wow.
right there, there's the, and I screwed up the combo. Oh, Anthony
Blue
jump, I'm
Anthony gave me
set. Oh, baby.
Oh God, he never doesn't have meter.
Marco.
SPJ.
It feels like Marco and Terry build meter the fastest.
Ooh,
Preacher,
that frame trap, bro.
yeah, that's something.
And
a
that
lot
was
of-
close D.
big
Yeah.
damage. So there's a different audio cue between a DP break and close D. She says something like, "Here we go," or alley oop or something like that. I don't know what it is. With
You
the DP
definitely
break,
put the audio on with this character.
gotta wear your headphones.
Oof.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I can't. I was so mad I messed that up.
So
Look
this
at
is
that
why I learned
invincible
I can't
counter
play
hit.
this game like I
Look
play
at
Market
again?
Wolves.
2 of them in a row.
Two of them in a row, but look how much my
Hellpockets.
rev meter is built up because of that. Like it
Yeah,
built
and
it up
that's
like
it. You're overheating.
15% each time.
Look at that though. I hit him with the mix.
Mhm.
I overheated myself and it was worth it.
And I'm feeling myself after the second guard cancel. I'm like, yeah, what you gonna do? And I look at the rev meter. I'm like, oh no, what am I gonna do?
Gunblade. I don't have sub sounds on during the podcast, so we're good.
Oh hey.
Oh no. So I saw a lot of people doing like the same drops that you're doing, Abe. A lot of people were doing the same thing, especially when they got a counter hit. They're not used to the floaty counter hits of Mark of the Wolves.
Bro, that's so cheap. That's so cheap, bro.
Oh, Gunblade, 10 big gifted. Thank
Oh
you.
hey.
Oh, that was a setup. Thank you, Gunblade.
Oh.
Drop those emotes if you're in the chat, folks.
At this point, it's starting to feel like very familiar Mark of the Wolves play, and that's only because Abe's playing this like he plays Marco and Mark of the Wolves,
Yeah, and you can do that.
and you can totally do that.
The big change is just learning. So you can play them. Combos are different, obviously, but Rev XL. I have Chris. You've been doing a lot of Rev XL. Not a lot, but much more than Abe.
I would say that's because Preacha is definitely built for Rev XL
Yes,
because of
she
her
has to.
B&B.
Mhm.
But that also means she's a resource hog, and you end up burning out really quickly for good damage, but you're not likely to get that damage again. And so I think even though I was putting SPG in the middle, I think it might
Oh, shit.
behoove her to put it at the
Oof.
beginning or the end.
Oh, look at this! Look at this! Look at this!
And I don't think he's dead here, but as you can see, the rev engine has cooled down.
Nice.
Anti-air hurricane. And that hurricane's interesting because, I mean, obviously it's a projectile, but it doesn't travel full screen. But when it lands, it's still active once it hits the ground. And that was something I learned later on in the game where I'm like, oh, it actually can be performed meaty. So it might literally be one of those, like, I knock you down and kind of treat it like Bijanet's fireball, where she knocks you down, throws it out, and you have to block it. And she gets to perform another action before you've recovered.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Gunblade with another gifted. Thank you. Somberlord, you mean if lows beat jumps or jumps beat lows? In most cases, jumps beat lows. There's also no, you can't you can't land
you
and
see
just
that right
defend
there?
either.
Sorry to interrupt you, but that's one of the things I love about right there. That far B to far D link, that's a target combo. Love it.
What is that? 2-2? Yeah, jump speed lows. Yeah,
The
that's
things
2-2.
that I'd really like to explore with Marco is SBG and his EX counters and his rev arts, basically his rev XL and stuff like that.
Oh,
Because I feel like you could set up so many cheap stuff.
Oh no, yeah, there are definitely a ton of cheap things that I think that Marco is going to be able to put players
look
through.
at this.
And the funny thing about that is I don't see Marco really losing any steam by release because of the design of the character.
The design of the character and the game, the mechanics.
Yes. Like he just fits this game like a glove right now.
I think, and this is gonna sound dumb, but I think they built the game around him.
Possibly.
It really feels that way. He benefits from everything. Like how EOD benefits from everything in KOF games.
Yes.
He feels the most at home. Like Terry, sure, but he has more than Terry does.
That launch Hien, like when you start to get just defense and get the JD cancel, right? Or the JD guard cancel to get a launch, it seems like that'll be pretty good. Oh,
We're probably not even seeing like the most optimal thing that he can do, because you're literally doing Mark of the Wolves combos right now. Now imagine you update that for what City of the Wolves has to offer for this character. I honestly can see this guy doing like 50% with half a bar, with one
if
bar.
he has SPG, he does like 45%.
Yeah.
Like what you do is you do the 2 DP breaks, regular DP, EX DP break, Hien break, and then EX Hien, and then you end it with SPG, and that's like 45, 47% damage.
Just defend and the top.
I do it one time in
SPG
this match,
game.
actually.
Oh, I tried to chip him out here. He jumped. Yeah. I think I still get this one, but I'm mad that I lost those 2 bars for that. Yeah, I got him.
All right.
Now, the funny thing about that is I blocked a DP earlier in the match, and I tried to sweep punish it, and it actually went underneath him when he was landing. So I was like, oh, this is really, they're really not trying to let me do the Ashibarai Taiku here, huh?
Look at that. That's all off of anti-air. And one of the things that I feel like we noticed from the Summer Games Fest build is like that you couldn't anti-air that well with Marco's DP. But in this, it seems like he has upper body invul. Not grounded invul, but upper body.
So the funny you mentioned that, and it's funny because you and I and a few other people that played it at Summer Game Fest and at EVO insist that it's slightly different. But the staff there said it's identical build to Summer Game Fest.
I don't know, man. That's very specific.
Yeah.
That I remember that because I was like, what? Who was it? So I was like, look, I'm anti-airing. Was it Nick or somebody?
It was
like,
it was several people that did it. Because I was asked, hey, can you anti-air with your break DP? I was like, no, you're not supposed to. It has no invulnerability. Because in Summer Game Fest, we would just I would jump in on you and beat it. Maximilian and all the people he was playing with, they tried so many different things and it did not work. Even Max at EVO was like, hey, did this get changed? I wasn't able to do this at EVO or at Summer Game Fest. And I'm like, yeah, it feels like it, yeah. Like it didn't work before, and we have it recorded.
So because this works like this, like Capcom players, this will make sense to them. You know, it'd be like, oh yeah, it's a DP. Like I should be able to hit you with it, right? But like to get a full break combo is pretty crazy.
It would be, I mean, EX has to be invul, right? So you would probably have to spin rev meter for that perfect marriage of invulnerable and breakable.
Yeah, so you get that for free. I mean, dude, honestly, you get down B, down A into CDP into full combo 2, which I think is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
You could do that in Garo as well, but considering how this game works, this could be worse.
I'm about to unload here.
So
Next test is gonna do it.
I can't wait for people to like find all the B&Bs when you're in SPG in particular, because like everyone has about a 45 to 60% combo using half your rev in when you're in SPG. Man, look, it's 3-3.
Or
I'm pretty sure
No,
the score is right.
bro, we were getting sweaty back there, bro. Like that's like we weren't talking to nobody.
Like
I think you walked in at a certain point, and you're like, "Hey guys," and we were just like,
I said a thing. You guys were like, oh, and then I left.
Yeah, this is like so much better than the exhibition, like by a mile.
"Yeah."
Oh.
Also, shout outs to the load times in between rounds,
Oh yeah.
dude. Absolutely seamless.
And this is a PS5 build for those who don't know. Everything was PS5 at EVO. Nice.
Hey, boom.
Ooh, see, I could have anti. I'm so not used to anti-airing.
Yeah.
That it's like it's weird to me. It's like, oh yeah, I could anti-air that.
He ran up a universal overhead knee. Damn. The Domowashi.
Oh, the feint. Oh. Yeah, you guys haven't been utilizing Rev Guard.
That was something that I just. So that's the 5th button that I'm like, I'm not sure if my brain was grasping that just
My
quite
brain
yet.
was not. I definitely. You weren't gonna see me doing feints. You weren't gonna see me using rev guard though. Dude, the fact that I was doing overheads is like a new thing I added while we were doing in the booth. I was like, how do you do overheads? Because like the way Marco played, you could set up so many like his counter specials. You could use SBG. There's just so many little cool tricks you could do with Marco. Oh, this SBG combo. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. That's
big
good
damage. That was like 40% meter. And this should kill right here.
Yeah, no, that. Jesus.
Yeah, I'm playing this Guilty Gear layout as well. I don't like, so I just don't like box layout for starters, but also I don't like how feints work in box layout. Because box
that's
is
so
weird, dude.
It's E and D. Street Fighter,
So
heavy
like I was
punch,
doing
medium
max
kick.
mode activation or something.
I might have to do that too, man. I did not like the layout with the 5th button.
I mean,
was like,
you know, honestly, I might just hotkey it, cause like, if I have to hit a attack button and an auxiliary button, I have to remember that auxiliary button all the time. Versus like just doing 2 attack buttons like I would do in Market Wolves. So, I think I'll just have a feint button, man.
wow, look at that. Oh my god.
Look at that right there, Jesus!
Rev blow's
Just
crazy.
trying to jump in.
Rev blow is
Again,
crazy.
Rev Blow is probably the strongest mechanic in this game.
Like I beat it because I hit it like almost meaty.
And it doesn't cost you anything. Look at that. Barely costs any rev.
So it costs so little because he has his SPG at the end of his health bar.
That's also true. I forgot about that.
So for those who don't know, the lower you have your SPG, the less rev gauge you use for your rev arts and guard canceling and everything in general.
Look at this
Hey,
Joe
I
Higashi
hit that
play,
one.
man.
I hit that one. I hit that one, baby.
Preacher looking just like her master there with the far D. Yeah.
Look at that.
See, that's how people are gonna know this is my preacher, because like, yo, he's actually using the buttons.
Oh, he's mashing stand D.
He thinks he's Joe Higashi.
Oh.
That's plus. Yeah.
What?
Oh, I didn't get the cancel. I'm so not used to that.
Yeah. So for those
Oh,
who
I
play
should've-
Mark of the Wolves, Marco's stand C is cancelable on first hit, which is what Abe is used to, and now it's the second hit that's cancelable.
Which is so cheap.
And I think that's universal among characters. Like even
Yes.
Terry has it now.
Yeah, it's universal now. So the
Oh, you definitely mashed that on me too. I was like, damn, this guy.
So with his rev art, Kolkin is just Ryo Kolkin, the stationary
Yes.
fireball.
Yes, but it's a very good juggle tool.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
There it is,
Bro,
yeah.
bro. Oh
Bro,
my
bro,
god.
bro.
Dude,
The moment you
that
get that, I'm gonna be so tight, dude. I'm like, I'm
dude,
gonna be so
that's
mad.
cheap, bro. It's
It is.
because his EX counter is very good. It's very good.
So
You
I
see the
didn't
hyper
ask
defense, bro? I did it.
you- Yeah.
I didn't even know I did it. I was like, all right. Definitely didn't mash.
Look at that anti-air.
We're both overheat, bro. This is what I want to see.
Like
Everybody.
real
So
marketable.
yeah,
except
when
without just
you overheat, you're essentially playing Mark of the Wolves without a just defend, and I imagine that might change going forward because the SWC and EVO Japan builds, there's footage of them just defending while overheat. So they removed it during
I
Summer
wa-
Game Fest.
So I'm wondering if they were just like, will that just encourage people to play too defensively while in overheat? But I feel like in overheat, you're going to play defensively anyway, unless you overheat doing a combo, and then you're going to press your advantage because that's all you have at that point. Why would you do a combo, get to 50% damage, and then give up the real estate by backing up? But I kind of want to give it a shot with Just Defend available in Burnout because, or rather in overheat, because I just want to see, like, is that going to be a thing? Will I see my opponent get too defensive? Because there's ways to play around that as well. This game allows you to dash up and throw because throw is now a 2-button mechanic. And as Justin Wong pointed out, quick dash throw is going to be strong meta.
Yep.
So I think even if in overheat, if you have access to Just Defend, you're still vulnerable to dash up throw.
Yeah.
Dude,
And I think I do this to Abe later on in the set where I do a dash up throw and then immediately do another dash up throw right afterwards. And it's kind of like, yeah, this feels like you do not want to down back in this game very long.
No. So you can play this game very defensively, but now with how throws are, it takes away an element that made defensive Mark of the Wolves very strong.
Ooh, look at that
you-
avoidance.
Bro, there's like so many mash 2Cs that hit in this entire, like, this little match.
Thank you for bringing that up because her 2C, her down C is Joe's down C, but it actually has range. And I'm just like, yes, man. They've done everything.
He committed. You see that? You see how I DP'd it? Oh my God. He was so committed to it.
Oh,
Nice,
he tried to punish
nice.
me.
Oh,
Oh,
not
okay,
gonna
that's
happen.
Margaret
You were
Wolves
right.
right there. I thought you were going to go for the DP there anyway.
Have there been any slowdown moments? I don't think I saw
No.
any.
We haven't been using the universal overhead or
Yeah, that's probably
anti-air
why
very
too.
often.
I didn't know how to punish that. I was like,
I'm just-
there we go. Hyper
Look at
defense
hyper
again,
defense,
bro.
baby.
What's
Yeah.
up?
Damn.
That's intentional, dude. That was actually timed. That's how you do it. That's how you do it, Chris. It's okay, man. You know what? People win in different ways.
You know what? The people that needed to see it did see it on Friday night. Okay.
Man, that was hard.
Oh, nice.
Look, here we go.
Oh.
Here we go. Yeah, I couldn't time the fall. I was so mad. I couldn't get the timing right. But I'm glad that I got him in this set just to show, like, hey, dude, there's more you can do with
Oh,
this.
look at that right there. Guard cancel.
That wasn't hyper defense though.
It's all right, man. I just regular guard cancel. It's harder to do guard cancel than it is hyper defense guard cancel.
I don't know about that.
Ooh, 99%
What's
rev.
crazy?
You
What's
can mash
crazy?
it out.
Yeah.
You can
What's
mash it out,
crazy
it's
about
pretty-
this combo is that it costs so much rev meter.
It does. Like, she is absolutely an expensive date. But in SPG, it gets a little cheaper. And the damage is totally worth it. But she's only going to be good for 2 of those.
Chris, does Preacher have Rekkas?
I would not. I mean, essentially, that right there is a record because it's core circle forward punch, and then you just start hitting forward and punch repeatedly to finish off the series.
Damn,
and she
look at that, dude.
points. So yeah, I guess you could call that a Rekka in the same way that Kyo's is a Rekka because his works the same way.
People call them Rekkas for kill.
Yeah,
So yeah.
I would say that. Yeah, I would call it Rekka. I mean, unless you're like some kind of weird purist, it's like unless it's like Fei Long's, it's not a real Rekka, you know. Oh yeah. Oh, I tried to
what was
DP right
that?
there, but I did
Oh,
wrong.
okay.
Oh, look at that! It was a setup. That was a setup. He thought it. He thought. He thought.
What did I think?
Oh,
He thought that I was done. He thought I messed up. And then here comes
That
the
should have
Hellbreaker.
worked. I mistimed
I
that.
can't believe you lived through this.
why
Yeah,
would
yeah,
you
yeah.
press a button?
I
Yeah,
was
I
trying to
could-
sweep it. I was trying to Ashibadai Taiku it.
I was so mad that the first one I missed time. I was like, "There's no way he's gonna," because there's literally nothing he could do. Like, at least I'm pretty sure he doesn't have a counter to it at this point of the game where we're playing.
If I had SBG, I could have just rev load back, but I
You weren't
probably
ready
would've
for
went
that.
underneath you.
That last rev or whatever costs you so much, dude.
It does, but that's what Koichi was showing me, so I was like, all right. And Koichi was also saying Takai, which is expensive.
Oh.
It's expensive combo, but it's good damage.
Damn.
Okay, she's a novice. She don't know how to manage her chi. Oh, actually, I'm gonna use that next time when I play this game again. I'm gonna try to figure out a
guard
setup with
pressure.
that. Got him, man. You thought that was
So,
real?
It's not that she doesn't know how to manage her chi. It's that she's experimenting for science.
Exactly. Blowing all the resources. Got that government grant.
Hmm.
And that's like almost 50% rev just for that, so. And then I got a block.
Oh my god. The 2C, I was like, are you kidding me?
That's a good button, bro. Nah, that's Sagat, dude.
Oh, so you got yourself overheated.
Yep, I did.
Hold on.
And I land on it, dude.
I actually think like our video is a really good example of what most people will find to take advantage of this. Because if we're making it work, then it means it'll work for a lot of people.
Yeah, and I think I'm almost dead. I think you run this one back on me. Yeah, you run this back on me because I got tilted off there, almost killing you.
Overheat is bad. Yes.
You could pick all this stuff up day one. Like the stuff that we're doing is all very easy to pick up. Like, oh, mash 2C, it works really good. Do it.
Yeah, no, it's a good button. It's a really good button, man.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So when you get into overheat mode, you lose access to almost every major mechanic in the game, and you can't just defend anymore. You essentially get put into a Mark of the Wolves state. Is the best way I could put it.
Yep.
Without
now,
just
if they do bring just defend back while in overheat, it will be legit Mark of the Wolves because you'll literally be doing things trying to bait out a button so you can just defend and cool off that rev gauge.
Yeah.
Ooh. Nice tech.
Ridiculous. I can't even approach it. I can't. It's a vacuum, dude.
God.
Look at that. Look at that.
Hey, that sequence, we should actually clip that. We'll put that on, make a short out of that or something, because that's what I was trying to tell people all weekend. Like, you guys are not using Revlo enough. Like, it's so good.
Yeah, when people ask me, what do I do? I'm like, mash Revlo. If you don't know how to beat somebody and they're just pressing buttons, just hit Revlo.
Yeah.
You'll beat them 100% of the time.
And I'm
that's
over
how
here
some people want buttons.
I'm trying to hear, like, do cool stuff, and he's just like, Revlo. Damn.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Marco technically has 2 different Revlos. He's got the full Zanderets, and he's just got the uppercut.
Yeah.
And if you get the counter on it for full combo, oh my god. And it seems like it's easier for other characters to net that type of counter.
So something I'm not doing here that I should be doing is when I land a counter hit, I can actually hit down C again and get a little bit extra damage there. Because the counter hit leaves so much time to land another button. So what can work in a lot of situations, especially mid-screen, is counter hit down C, stand far C, and then you go into the record series.
So you see what Chris just did there? He just defended the DP as the anti-air. That's the move. That's what you're supposed to be doing. If you know that somebody can anti-air you for a full combo, that was really good from
I think this dropped because I thought this was Hurricane Super. There's a point in this match, I think I tried Hurricane Super mid-screen and it didn't work. So
that tripped me out. I was like, what?
Yeah, so that's what so when it lands, it's still active, and I'm like, oh, so it's not. I mean, yeah, it's a fireball and it can kind of zone, but I think it's more meant to be a meaty tool from a distance, which is very not Joe Higashi. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, psych.
Yeah, that last part hit me. I was like, what?
To that big old pompadour.
Yeah. Oh, and I screwed it up. Oh my god.
I should have quick
on that. Okay. All right.
I think he got me here. I think that's.
I don't think you're dead.
No, it's not dead.
No.
Supers don't do it.
Yeah, that is good. That is good. That's worked so many times. And you know what?
If I DP that, you're just defending it.
So the reason that works so good, especially people coming from KOF, because it doesn't work that good in KOF, because you'll get mash option select throw.
Absolutely.
And in this, the throw range is small, so it's very, very viable in this game to do empty jump attacks.
Also, that jump Bishi does, very good cross up. Look at that right there. She's already better than Joe, man. She's got a cross up.
Damn, you're just gonna do Soeda-san like that?
I mean, if Soeda is watching this right now, you know what we have to do. Soeda-san, I'm looking at you. You know what has to happen.
Don't put Joe
Yeah,
in the
see?
game.
Oh.
4D,
Like,
baby, yeah.
I was starting to get
Oh,
pretty creative
oh.
with my use of the XL, Rev XL.
Yeah, now you're getting there.
What was I trying to do there?
I think I dashed up throw here.
Oh, maybe SPG.
Why not?
I was trying to do.
So he tried to press a button on that universal overhead.
Hell
And there's
yeah.
the instant. Yeah.
See, that's the different version of the Rev blow there. Because the uppercut or the elbow came out really fast. Yeah, these are way better matches than the exhibition, like by a mile. Also, felt laggy to me. I don't know. Just saying.
I mean, obviously, the game is an early stage. We're not playing on hardware that we're comfortable with.
No, this felt fine. This session felt fine.
Oh, you're talking about the exhibition.
The exhibition felt laggy.
I mean, it was fine for me. I hyper defense and guard canceled. I think I tried a super here. Actually, yeah, I did that because I was like, I couldn't finish him off, so I had to do level 1.
I was just shitting on him, like literally pooping on him. Damn.
Yeah, man, just squats down. Bio break. I'm just liking also the fact that, at least for these two characters, their repertoire of buttons is pretty good. Like, I feel like you don't have to. I mean, I don't have to play Preacha like I'm playing her. I could probably do a little bit more of annoying Joe Higashi style. Like, yeah, there's a lot of far D. There's a lot of far B into far D. Maybe zone with the fireball a little bit more. But right now, I'm just trying to get the most I can out of down C and far C and possibly how much top outer damage. But the experimenting I was doing with her zoning tools, like, I like it.
Yeah. Oh God, I had 2 meters. I didn't do nothing.
And if I did more of that, I actually think Marco has trouble fighting that. There we go, 2 down threes, and I think I can kill him here. Don't blow it, Hellpockets. Oh, he's right there. No!
Over, he thought he had the extra meter.
I thought I had the extra
Should have just
meter,
supered. Hey.
It's okay. 6-7, bro. Hey.
Also, cross-ups are so good in this game. It's
They
so easy to get
are, man.
I need to just let the Hien finish in that combo.
Also love that there's no load time in between games also, man. Oh, this game is doing it all for me. That works on whiff too. Look
at that, bro. Oh God, I wish I could finish it off. I could not get the timing. I was so mad.
It's not that Preacher uses more meter. It's just that Hellpockets is utilizing that mechanic more than Abe is.
Yeah.
Like, actually, what I think is very useful for him is like on block, you know, and as a counter there are like really useful to use the XL Rev.
Like but she can't string together specials like Marco can. She has to Rev XL.
Yeah, Kizzy was using rock.
I mean, I can see that. I can see this like having a Justifin available, and it won't necessarily kill the vulnerabilities of overheat. I know that they want to force the guard break mechanic as well in overheat, which I kind of feel like they shouldn't even show the guard bar until you're in overheat.
I think it's fine the way it is. I think if they brought Justifin back while overheating, but you don't gain life back for it, you just take no chip damage and you drop a little bit of your rev gauge instead.
Look at this. Oh, baby.
I think that's fair.
What? That was
what
crazy.
are we looking at? What are we looking at?
I was so mad.
Dropping combos, man.
I was so mad. Oh,
so for those who don't know, he dashed under too far and it auto-corrected the DP to the opposite direction.
And he gets his damage.
Yeah, the double.
Oh, wow.
This super is so sick.
You can also break it.
I don't even know where to do that. I mean,
yeah. So breaking supers in this game is something I want to experiment with also.
whoa.
See if there's actually more damage you're going to get. And I think this was the last game because we had to get out of the
That
booth.
sucks, bro. I felt like I was cooking so hard. I was like, "Grr."
So at this point, you got 8 to my 6, and we have to wait potentially until 2025 to finish this off, bro.
Wow. That's
And I think we were both just getting ready to start cooking, honestly.
I could have gone for 2 straight hours.
Oh, for sure.
You know, so we mentioned this. So again, Abe and I worked Summer Game Fest. Maximilian was there. He went for like 3 to 5 hours straight, almost. He and his people. Max found a lot of stuff. You can see a lot of like very useful things in Max's footage. The only downside is some things may change. Again, build to build, everything's different. But he got a lot of good stuff. So that was all the footage we got. If you do want to see it yourself, you can go check it out here in glorious 4K resolution.
Okay, man.
By the way, mentioning that video, I definitely would like to congratulate all the I was gonna say the Gooners. all the Goon family and Chris for getting the footage on this. It was able to cross 75K. I think it's close to 80K right now. So pretty good, man.
Gotta be up there now, right?
Help us get this past 100K.
Yeah, get this to 100K, guys. It's going to be madness if a Goon video in 2024 gets to 100K in under a month. Like,
it's only been up for 8 days.
Yeah, it's practically at 80. Wow,
we're almost at 80, dude. If this can get 20 more K before the like halfway to August, dude. Like,
and currently, right now, as it is, this type of content that was recorded from the VIP booth is #1.
Yes.
So
you know, at the top of the pile.
Sometimes, bro, when people don't pat you on the back, you gotta pat yourself on the back. Sometimes, you know what? That's been my life for a while now. I'm used to it, man. I'll definitely give us props whenever we deserve it. You know?
I will say
not often, but
I appreciate that too, because I think, you know, a lot of times people are afraid to do that. They're afraid to pat themselves on the back. But this is something that we worked hard to get to. I mean, I'm literally dropping like money on the devices that give us this great quality footage. Hell yeah, I'm patting myself on the back. I'm patting us on the back for pulling this together, and we're killing it. On top of that, yes, sir.
That's if no one's got me, I got me.
It is actually, now watching it, reviewing it, it is actually good footage. This is actually really good to watch.
So I watched a lot of people play. You two, Diaphone, and like maybe 3 or 4 others did match footage, but you guys did nothing but match footage. Most other people were testing things out, which I understand. But this is so what your matches look like is what the game will probably be like month 1, for the most part, or even during a potential beta or public beta that SNK has.
Man,
hopefully,
I hope
online
so,
stress
bro.
tests, all that stuff. I hope we get that.
What was that 15 beta? That felt like it lasted like a week or something like that.
There were 3 of them, right?
Yeah, can we get like one of those like 5-day betas or something?
That's why I think I want to pitch, Chris. You should probably do a beginner pre-release guide for Preacha, and I definitely want to do it for Marco.
Absolutely. As soon as I can like get my hands on it, I would love to do that. Because one of the things I wanted to point out while we were watching that footage was like people have said like, hey, can Joe really be in this game because they have Preacha? And I'm like, dude, like after playing her against you, I'm like, there's some similarities there. You know, like obviously the far D, the down C, all that stuff, a DP and a golden heel. But that's pretty much where that ends. She's a very different kind of character. And while the stuff I know about Joe let me get more comfortable with her a lot quicker than it would have been if I guess, had no Joe knowledge, it was still a very different kind of experience. That being said, I think I know enough about her to easily write a beginner guide to Preacha.
The thing about
down C, bro.
Also, I would say hit SPG attack, hit Rev Blow.
Hit Rev Blow. Yeah, absolutely.
Because I want to see a match now after the fact abusing that. You know, because you didn't really abuse that. And even me, there were times I was abusing it. I should have abused it even more. So I want to see what that type of gameplay looks like. And when we finally get our timing down and stuff like that, because like I could not get Wake Up Just Defend going. You know, and it does feel
It's
way
not the same
easier.
as Mark of the Wolves. No, you
It
don't
does
just hold
feel
back.
way easier in Mark of the Wolves.
Yeah.
Like I could get it almost all the time.
You just
But
wake
in
up, hold
that, I
back,
was
yeah.
having, dude, you were getting those 2 C's, those down C's on my Wake Up like meaty, and I'm like, I know you're gonna do it, and I couldn't get it. I was like, oh, so I just had to eat the offense.
Yeah, I think Just Defending feels harder in this game, mainly due to the fact that it doesn't have the same input buffer Mark of the Wolves has, which it's a vast difference to me. I see some,
Yeah,
again,
it
there's
is. I feel
another thing. Some people saying it's easier, some are saying it's harder. As a Mark of the Wolves player, I'm telling you, it's harder to just defend in this game. And you also,
I would agree.
Yeah, you also have to time. So in the air, you can just defend the first hit and mash from there, and you can get all the just defends. On ground, you have to time it. On hyper defense, you do hyper defense, and then you have to go into timing your just defend. If you don't guard cancel from the hyper defense, you go into timing your just defend after that on the ground. Because I tried doing hyper defense in the air, and I heard mixed things that it is there and that it isn't there, but I couldn't do it. So it may have been there in a previous build, but it wasn't there. But for match footage, guys, we have another match.
Now this is the one people actually care about.
So
the gameplay is so much worse. So it's about to take a major dive.
Trash, dude.
It's gonna make it take a major dive.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna cut to this really quick here.
Shout out to Aru and Colt just dogging me out on the mic afterwards too.
Speaking of them, hey, look who it is. Yeah, Colt and Aru got to commentate the first official City of the Wolves exhibition, sponsored by EVO, sponsored by SNK, all that fun stuff. It was an it was an 8-man single elimination bracket. Every game was 2 out of 3. Again, you may not be able to hear it. There might be ads. I hope not.
When the heck did Colt get an EVO vest, and how come I didn't get one?
Apparently
Referee, dude.
he ran a.
He was a
bracket,
ref,
maybe, or he just
When?
probably asked for one. Oh,
huh?
So here's the bracket. Okay, so we had Hellpockets versus Meta Abe. Only Meta Abe is sponsored by Game Goons. We had Score versus Nemo.
Yeah.
King J, Violent Kane, and Kizzy K versus Scrubx. So give me a second. Let me pause it here.
I can't see it in the Discord. Yeah.
It says the bracket for Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Oh, they just changed it. All right.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Yo, Marvel.
So for those who don't know, I mean, you guys know who Hellpockets and Abe are. Score is one of the best KOF players in the world, out of Japan. Nemo is one of the best Street Fighter players in the world, out of Japan. King J is mainly known for Tekken, out of UK, I believe. It says right there, stupid,
yeah.
UK. Violent Kane, out of Mexico, known for King of Fighters. Got famous for doing EOD record loops at EVO. Kizzy K is just an all-around like anime KOF. He plays everything.
Really good player.
He's a really good player, and he is an edgelord player. He plays EOD Kyo K-Dash. You know, he's one of them. And then Scrubx is potentially currently the best North American player. I feel it's between him and one other person for Mark of the Wolves. And it was a very good exhibition. However, due to time constraints, because we're all old, we're going to focus on one match here. And the very special thing about this match, I'm going to play this
Can
video.
we get this feed in the Discord?
You guys can't see it?
I can only see our cameras.
Interesting.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
How about now?
There it is.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm just going to let it play out. You guys can see all the EVO sponsored, made possible by and Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll didn't have a rave booth this year. Made me very happy.
Yes. No, they.
Herman Miller. Those
That's
are
a
the chairs
sick
that we're
sponsor.
sitting on. Yeah,
Herman Miller is a sick sponsor.
When I was so tired from two days of standing nonstop. This was at the end of the night. I sat down on one of those chairs. I'm like, oh my god, because my doctor's been telling me get a Herman Miller chair. I don't have Herman Miller chair money, so I haven't got one. But all right, check it out. You got Hellpockets. And look at Hellpockets wearing the flannel with the casual. Oh, they're both flexed. Look at Abe's beefy arms.
Beach muscle shirt. Yeah, dude. Couple
So,
of buff dads.
Now check this
Couple
out.
dads.
What makes this very special? This is the very first official tournament exhibition match
Yes.
ever for this game.
High level.
and it's both Hellpockets and Abe. Again, everyone, sorry. There's no audio on this, because I don't know why Twitch audio is like very loud or not for me. It plays different. Oh, look at this! You got your SPG at the very beginning of your health, Abe.
Yeah, I was just like going in.
Whoa, Terry Bogard. Terry Bogard.
Man. Yes, that's my other main.
Oh, I see.
Being a KOF player, I'm allowed to have 3 mains.
You're right. Also, being a Strive player now, you're allowed to have 3 mains.
Exactly. That's a funny development, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
I kept getting that grab as a DP. I'm trying to do DP into break, and I keep getting grabbed. Oh my god!
Why did I throw? What's wrong with me, man?
So you're getting DP into break because you're doing it a bit too fast.
Yeah. That's
was
why.
happening to a lot of people. Oh, look at that! Good guard cancel.
Dude, I'm doing the.
Look at this! Just spinning around. Oh, look at the just defense. Oh, nice, just defend it. Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh no, you can't counter projectiles, Abe.
Is
No.
that what he's trying to do the dash?
No, I wasn't trying to counter it.
No, he wasn't trying to counter. He was just doing it.
Try to do down forward B. I know it. Thought he was playing Rio. Ugh, dash counter.
So whack. Stand C into counter.
Bro, this is almost embarrassing.
It was pretty exciting. There we go. And I hit it with the guard. That's an actual time. I actually timed that.
You did, but I was actually testing to see that if I did it at full extension, would it be safe on block?
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't get a chance to do it because the guard canceled it.
I could not get a cancel. Dude, all those I was trying to cancel.
He's trying to play like Marco the Wolf. Was like, dude, you think you're gonna press a button here? You're gonna press a button on Marco out of the corner? Didn't I teach you anything in Marco the Wolves? And I was thinking about that as I was hitting the buttons. I'm like, if this is Marco the Wolves, I'm definitely dead right now. But he's not guard canceling.
Gunblade, I was definitely playing better than this at the booth.
Oh, counter hit. What do I got for him? Nothing behind.
This is literally with almost no time to prepare for this.
Yeah. So, for those who are unaware, both Pockets and Abe didn't really get much, if any, time at all to practice.
Out of these guys in this exhibition, the least by like a lot.
So everyone else here had at least 30 minutes to an hour to train for the exhibition. So not only did they get shafted on time, but they also had to play each other. Very first round.
Honestly, though, pretty hype match, though.
And I am 100% playing this like it's Market Wolves. You see, I'm not doing any Rev Excel. I'm literally just doing DP breaks.
I don't think you knew how to Rev Excel properly at this point.
Not with this character. I had some ideas from watching previous match footage, but I was like, I don't know how that works with actual execution, right? So I'm definitely just trying to play this like a mix of KOF and
that match
Market Wolves.
Yeah, look at that 1-0.
And I think that combo from that EX Power Wave combo from low A. Maybe? Am I tripping?
I'll be honest.
Maybe it was a counter hit. Maybe.
Maybe.
All right, I tried here. Okay, got that. Okay. I blew it. I think Terry's also potentially another rev meter hog because of his long extended rev excel, but he can go in and out of rev excel a lot better than Preacher can.
Yes, Terry probably has the easiest rev excel combos.
Yeah.
Oh man, that did nothing.
Yeah, I wasn't. I was so not used to it. No cancel, God. And again into a fireball. Jesus Christ.
He's running over me. Dog. What was I trying to do there? I think I forgot that. No, I think I was trying to throw, but I forgot that it's a 2-button throw in the game, not the forward C. What's going on here?
The SPG have not used Revblow, by the way. We both started off have not used Revblow.
Yeah, you never use it here. I was like, huh. I guess it's not that good.
Oh, there's a time where I try to use it, but I get RevGuard because I'm forgetting the input. I'm like, oh, how do I do it? Like you see me do it, but you're like, what? Like Arui's like, I don't know what he's trying to do.
Yeah, we got no practice for this, so we're definitely just like, all right, dude, it's me and you on the Goon channel playing Mark of the Wolves. I don't have dong, so I'm gonna do
He
the best I
swung
can,
on me.
and I'm about to go underneath you with this EX Buster Wolf. Like
Gunplay Sniper, they set y'all up.
they did, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, all right, I think I got this one. Yeah, I did it right. Nope, didn't do it right.
It's just hitting me. I helped pick some of the players for this thing. I think I set you guys up too.
Well, so I appreciate you for setting us for getting us in,
For setting us up.
for setting us up. Yeah, thanks, brother. But it was a busy day too, so
Yeah.
I was definitely not able to do as much as I wanted to with this game. Because like this was right after the panel, mind you. Like we literally announced
Yeah,
it,
immediately after.
and
the panel.
then during the panel, and then they were like, "Okay, get ready for the exhibition," and I'm like, "Crap, I hadn't even had a chance to play yet."
Oh, nice.
Ugh.
Nice. Well, it was sloppy, but it was nice. You recognize
No,
the wild punish. You're like, oh. Oh.
Now you said that what the first to 10 is probably what it's going to look like month one. I think this is what it's going to look like day one.
Yes. You're gonna go into ranked, and you're gonna do a lot of this.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. See how much that raw super did? It did like what? That's 15.
See that? You see that? Yep, there it was me testing it
Oh,
out.
there
And
you
then
go.
this
Oh!
asshole, they're
trying to
not
be-
built
Yeah.
different. His is better, dude. His rev blow is better. Like,
So
If
for,
I can just literally tackle through it, yeah.
I hate that you knew the input. I was trying to figure it out. It took me 3 times. And he was like, "Oh, you mean this?" I was like, "Oh God, I hate you." And we immediately laid off of it. I still could have done it. I was like, "Never mind."
No, no, we're never
nice. So
doing
you did
that
the chain
again.
combo. Cool. So for those who don't know with rev blows, whoever does their rev blow second will win.
So yeah, okay.
Yeah, 2C baby.
Oh,
This part
final
is
final
crazy.
round?
This
Here we
final
go,
round,
guys.
All
yeah,
right,
I'm
let's
so
go.
mad. I'm so
fully
mad that he
unleashed.
got this. I'll just let it happen. I'll just let it happen,
Yeah, just let it happen. Just let it happen.
dude.
Oh no!
Oh, no
Look at it. He didn't actually get the combo off that. I was like, thank God, because he was getting those earlier. I was like, oh, dude, are you kidding me? I'm scared right now because he's mashing. He's mad. There, yeah, it get beat again.
Because I know he's not guard canceling here, so I'm like, screw it, man. Just down A everything.
All right, I get the combo. I'm
uh-huh.
like, all right, here we go.
Below the meter, below the meter.
That is a lot of meter burn there.
That's all your
Yep.
meter.
Yep.
You still got rev, and that's the important
Yeah,
thing.
I'm still in SPG,
Mm-hmm.
not using it like a
A
moron.
with a big life advantage.
No rev blows. Still no rev blows.
Pocket
Going
This
for the
got
overhead.
me. That one
Out
got
of
me.
SPG. Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's like an extra
Oh,
rev
I
blow
could've
right there.
did
What
it.
the heck?
Oh, look at this. One more touch and Pocket is dead.
I'm done, dude.
Oh, no rev
fine. No way out of his
excels,
corner.
no rev at all. Oh.
Oh no, he's burnt out. He's overheating. He's overheating.
See, if I didn't overheat, I would have won.
Oh,
it.
the
that's
rev defense.
Bro,
Oh.
I was so mad about that. I was like, I can't believe he got
the
that.
rev excel combo for Pockets to take it.
So sick. I can't believe
Look, I'm like, I can't believe you got that. I was like, I can't believe you got that guard cancel.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm,
they-
hidden,
yeah.
I'm hidden in the shadows.
I was like, you feel that lag? That's what I was like, you feel that? It's pretty ridiculous. Anyways, get him out of here.
What's up, bro? It's like, yeah, good job, brother. You fucking asshole.
All right. So, as much as we'd like to do the whole exhibition, that's gonna be. Oh wow,
That would be
that's
like another 2 hours of footage, probably.
it's another hour, which
Damn.
we'll go over the exhibition again, but not right now because it is 11 p.m. for us. Hi, how's it going, everybody? This has been a very good show. Talked about all our fun at EVO. I saw a lot of questions in chat. We answered a lot of them. Maybe not all of them, because some of them there aren't really answers to yet. At
Not
the
yet,
moment.
yeah.
Soon though.
I think like once people get their hands on this game, I think they'll find that it'll be easy to find the answers you want in this game, because one of the things I can really commend SNK for here is creating something that has a ton of depth. Like I remember back at SWC, the interview was asking me like, "Hey, what do you want from SNK in the future?" And I'm like, "Well, Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, from what we saw in the trailer, looks like it has a lot of, or I wanted it to have a lot of meat to it because I think SNK has proven themselves to be able to make deep, engaging fighting games while also pursuing the newer market of players that don't play fighting games like that, or probably are just getting into them.
Mm-hmm.
And I think with Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, they're as close as they possibly could. I think the closest they ever got before this was Samurai Shodown. And that's just because Sam Show is an easy ass game to get into.
I'm really surprised that for one, that this game is as deep as it is to reintroduce people to this this IP. But if we take into consideration of what's going on right now, it's like you look at it at like even Tekken and SF6, there's a lot of stuff going on in those games. So it's actually not as crazy as we think it is. If we go back maybe like around the Samurai Showdown time, where it's like a little more what is it, less cumbersome as far as learning those aspects of the game. Because now you look at Sam Show and it's more cumbersome, right? There's more actual mechanics to the game than it was on release.
They added that in like physically.
So it's just interesting to see that we're at that point right now where it's like, well, everybody's kind of got exposed to multiple mechanics in fighting games right now, like across the board, from 3D to 2D to some of the most popular 2D games. Like there's a lot going on in fighting games currently, and people are still enjoying them even at the casual level. And I think that is very much true for City of the Wolves, because there's plenty of people that have tried it, for sure at Summer Games Fest, and then for sure at Evo, that people aren't like experts in these games, like not even in any of the SNK games. They tried this out and you could see that they were picking up the game pretty quickly. So that's a really good sign. And people just in general loving how the game feels. So yeah.
I'm liking it quite a bit. As I mentioned earlier, I know I'm not going to like it as much as Mark of the Wolves because I've been playing that game for 25 years. But this is a very good game, where it's got so much promise and it's got a very bright future ahead of it. I'm looking forward to Fatal Fury having a community, having a big community. People from various backgrounds, various games coming to it and playing it. People who are new to fighting games. There are a lot of people that played at Summer Games Fest, so they never played fighting games before. And they're like,
I noticed that was a very common thread too. Even coming out of Evo, there's a lot of people who don't get down on fighting games like that have like just been really impressed by what they see from Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. So, that not only is that impressive just for SNK, but that's impressive for fighting games.
Yeah. Because remember, everybody, if one fighting game does well, that means other fighting games will also do well.
Absolutely.
Because people keep branching out to other things. Don't be that person that's like, my game's better than your game. My game's harder to learn than your own.
Play all the games.
And you know what?
Play SBC Chaos.
With all our powers combined, we can resurrect Virtual Fighter.
Bro,
Captain
you said it out
Planet
loud.
style.
Now they're going to push it back another year.
Captain Planet style. We can be Planeteers and bring back Virtual Fighter.
Virtual Fighter. I'll just take
Earth.
I'll take a rollback on Steam at this point for VF5. Dude, please.
Oh, I would love it. New Virtual Fighter would be great. A lot of people thought it was happening at Evo, but
I think it's because they saw us talking about it on Twitter and like, you know what? Let's not do it at Evo.
TGS, baby. Here we go.
No,
Gamescom. Here we go.
Let's hope, please. But yeah, no, I think the future is super bright for Fatal Fury. As you mentioned, that it'll be great to have a Fatal Fury community. Obviously, there's been people all over the world that played the older games, both casually, competitively. There's tons of Real About 2 footage on YouTube if you want to watch. It's coming out of Japan. That game's also awesome. Hopefully, something that happens with the release of Fatal Fury City of the Wolves is that maybe they say, hey, if we really want to maximize the popularity of Fatal Fury, how about putting some of those old games out on the newer platforms, because I know Real About 2 only got released on PS4, but it has no online component. So like maybe they let Code Mixes get their hands on that, possibly. I don't know.
The Code Mystic stream.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'd
why
like to.
not? Why not also throw lobbies, the lobbies that are in
Yes.
SVC into Mark of the
Yes.
Wolves and 5 special. And, you know, put
Took
it
the words right out of my mouth.
put it in all
Yes.
those Code Mystics updated games. Be
Mm-hmm.
great.
Now we're talking, man.
Dude,
Dude, we're
if
gonna
we could
dedicate a
get
whole
it,
episode to that.
if we could get it in Mark of the Wolves,
Ooh,
you know that Fatal Fury community you're talking about, bro. It's gonna be primed and ready for City of the
yes.
Wolves. Come
Oh,
on, Code Mystics, come on,
it's
SNK.
right. It's right there. It's literally right there in the palm of your hands.
Man,
And we will stream the hell out of it. And you guys could actually join us.
we're already streaming the hell out of Mark of the Wolves. It's pretty much what us and Dagger G for the most part.
Yeah.
Giovanni, I know there are other people doing it as well, but if we had lobbies for Steam and PlayStation, it'd be so much easier to stream. We could do lobby nights, have more people in there. We can do the same for SVC as well. I mean, SVC, if you haven't picked up the game, I suggest picking it up. Cheap. You get hitboxes, you get rollback, you get lobbies. It's a fun game. Like, is it a great game? Not really, but it's fun. You can do a bunch of stupid things in it. Look up some fun stuff you could do and go enjoy
The
yourself.
most important thing, though, about that, and I don't want to get too much into it because I know we're wrapping up, but the reason why we want Code Mystics to give this treatment to older SNK games across the board is because I think with what they've done for SVC Chaos, like, yeah, sure, it's not the greatest game in the catalog, but it has a chance now.
Mhm.
You know, it
But
has a real
it's
chance.
fun though.
It is
the
fun.
thing. The game,
and
is
that's
fun.
now available for everybody to experience. And then, you know, you got a Hurtbox viewer now, so it's like you can actually dive as deep as you want into this game.
And you know what? Here's the thing too. You want to feel powerful in a fighting game? This game allows you to feel like a god with some of these characters.
Yeah.
So if you're like, damn, I just want ridiculous hurt boxes just to like take over. If you miss the OP characters in KOF15, man, you're gonna think these characters are like, wow, dude, they should never make characters like this again.
That one straight up, dude. Yeah, no, I'm excited to play more of that game for sure, and I'm excited to hopefully see more from the retro side of SNK in the future. And of course, Fatal Fury City of the Wolves coming out early 2025, which is what, like, probably
That's 4 to 8 months away.
Yeah.
5
I
to 8
mean,
months away.
I'm gonna go on the short end of things just to be positive. So 5 months away before we enter that window. Yeah, man, there's like so much that potentially is on the table for SNK and its fan base and potential new players.
I'm looking forward to everything. And then what we've got Metal Slug Tactics coming out soon as well.
Oh yeah, that's also dropping soon.
Love that game. Played the hell out of the demo. I think I got like 30 hours on it.
Nice.
It was fun, man.
I did not get to play it, unfortunately, due to a lot of other commitments and work. But I'm looking forward to playing it when it drops. And we also, I mean, what they said they have Art of Fighting around the corner. They've got Samurai Shodown RPG, or they say RPG or action RPG. They said action. Right?
I think they said. I could have sworn they said action RPG.
Okay. Yeah. SNK's got a lot coming out, and then who knows? There might be more. Like they surprised us with SVC Chaos a week or two ago. Who knows what else they might surprise us with?
Oh, they're also
Neo Geo
talking about
Battle
Art of Fighting
Coliseum.
too. So yeah,
I mentioned Art of Fighting.
Dude, I would definitely pop for a Neo Geo Battle Coliseum revival because you know how long I've been wanting that to be rescued from Xbox Live Arcade.
If Neo Geo Battle Coliseum comes out and KOF 11 come out, those games will definitely have a community.
Yeah,
for sure. And 11, for those that have never tried 11, is like again, you want to play fun? You want to play a game that makes you feel powerful? That's definitely a KOF game that'll help you do that.
Yeah.
So
I can vouch.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot to look forward to, and obviously City of the Wolves is the big thing. But you know, SNK's listening to people. SNK's paying attention to what the community's saying, and hey, maybe we will get an 11 something. We got 13 was last year, right?
13 was last year.
Yeah.
I mean, if they do like a different game every year, I think that. So they've already done 98. They've done 2K2.
2K2, 98, 97, Last Blade 2, 5 Special,
V Special. Yeah.
Mark of the Wolves.
Man, I hope they don't troll us and do 2003. Okay, I'm just gonna come out and say that. Like,
That'll drive people
oh
wild.
my god, dude. Because I love that SVC Chaos has a chance because of the code missing treatment. But like, dude, like let's do 11. Let's stop
And
BSing.
and now KOF Neo Wave.
Oh,
Here you go, guys.
94 rebound, guys. You ready? Let's give it the real college try,
Let's just do King of Fighters 12 and make me and BBH happy.
dude.
I would be happy. I think that game.
I like KOF 12.
That game is worth re-releasing.
Yeah, I think compilation of some sort. It'd be nice. But you guys have any closing thoughts?
Stay tuned to the channel, man. I mean, we've been cooking pretty hard lately, and I think it's pretty organic. We're just really excited about what the future has to hold for a lot of the games that we enjoy. And also, one of the things I want to give a shout out to Nocturnal, because we've been playing a lot more with him in Mark of the Wolves and also in SVC Chaos. And there's just a whole other slew of games that we've gone into that we can use his knowledge. I've been having a great time, just us hanging out. We're all friends, so it's just cool to bring in Jaime and have him more a part of this as opposed to just playing KOF. And I just really like the fact that we've been able to expand and have committed to Garo, Mark of the Wolves. I think honestly, bro, that was like the best decision me and Hellpockets made months ago. So like, hey man, let's eat doo-doo, because that's definitely what has been happening. We've been shoveling poop in our face for months, but if Evo wasn't the great example of why it was worth it, I mean, even after the fact we've been playing recently, I feel like we've gotten a nice bump on our level even in the past few days. So
I can say that it feels great being competent in the game. So
yeah.
Can you guys elaborate on what you mean by eating dookie?
Playing you guys. Playing you and Jaime.
Yeah.
And that's like a whole other level of doo-doo that
when you play your Kevin, we're just like,
so
dude, like,
you
just
guys
gotta let it happen, bro.
You guys got to experience the full dumbness, which I don't think I've pulled out on you until that.
You haven't,
2 days
but I was
ago.
happy that you did that.
And I'm like, let me just like, and that was me testing. It was specifically testing the stick, which I'm still not accustomed to. For me, it was more like, let me bring them back to reality, show them how like
they think they're good at this
yeah,
game.
let's do this. And you know what else I did? I beat the hell out of Jaime too.
He was.
We were watching that, and we were just like, damn, we're so happy that he's getting his ass beat. Also,
so we got to put a highlight of the last stream that we did, cause man, it was rough. It was like you see Jaime swinging at Kevin, and Kevin just dodging everything, bro. He did a down AB, and then I don't know what was it? It was a cancel. What is that when he swipes his leg and he does the kick?
That was his flash kick. Cancel.
So the flash, he did the flash kick cancel, and it literally engulfed Kevin in flames and did nothing. It was like he did no damage. It didn't hit him at all, and I'm like, bro.
And then he got punished, and I'm like, wow, it's really rough out there for non-Kevins.
Yeah, it's really good. Well, we're gonna definitely put a highlight reel of that up somewhere, for sure, YouTube and on our Twitter. So get a load of that of our experience in Garo Mark of the Wolves.
Yeah. I mean,
but yeah, I want to give a quick shout out to Jaime and playing with you guys recently. It's been very enjoyable learning the game and getting to hear firsthand experience for some really good players and what they think about, also SEC Chaos, which is nice, dude, that we have and these experts here for when these games come out. I'm like, I didn't play SEC Chaos like that, but here you go. Here's Jaime not only beating our asses, but also going in a Rome stream and showing them what's up, which was pretty cool to watch.
Rome told me, he's like, I've got a legit Chun-Li, and like, not joking. The moment I open up his stream, I was still in Vegas. I open up his stream and I just see like Jaime just destroying him. I'm like, hey, where's that legit Chun you were talking about? It's like, I took a game. I'm like, dude, I didn't see him take a game.
He didn't take. He took a
Someone
round.
in his chat said, "No, you took a round, bro." Like,
Yeah, at that time he had only taken a round, and that's when he was playing.
Okay.
He was playing top tiers. Like Jaime was playing top tiers, and he only took a round.
I mean, Rome was playing Chun. Chun is pretty top tier.
Right. But at the time, the only time he stood a chance was that one round, and then after that, he took the sit.
Okay.
But it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool to watch and
it was
see
fun to
somebody
watch.
be good at that game because I don't know what good looks like. So my first experience was Jaime, seeing what he could do. So yeah, shout outs to him.
It's good. Jaime Nocturnal's a very old friend of mine. We did a lot of the SNK stuff here over the past like 20 years here in SoCal. Before I met him, I was doing it on my lonesome. I was sad, and then he came along and tried teaching me Marvel, and I'm like, nah, this ain't gonna work.
He's like, listen here, Desert Bro. We're gonna be playing this game.
We both did the same thing. We lived like not too far from each other prior to coming to the desert lands, and we moved up here in cheaper housing. You know, but yeah, Nock's been a long time contributor to everything that we do, and a lot of people don't understand his impact on the SNK community here in the States, but it's not just Mark of the Wolves. It's almost every Fatal Fury game. It's various King of Fighter games, some Samurai Showdowns, some World Heroes. There's a lot, and then he also does Guilty Gear, and he does Marvel, all that. I can't.
I would say the same thing about you, though. I don't think a lot of people understand your impact on the SNK community, not just here but worldwide. So
yeah,
I'd like to give shout outs to you for everything you do and helping Fatal Fury City of the Wolves have a tremendous presence at EVO. Both of you guys did a great job. I know I mentioned that at the top of the show, but I wanted to bring it back to that. Like, you guys worked your asses off, and I don't think that that booth runs as well without you. So,
and I'd also like to bring it full circle, pat myself on the back, and be like, "Bro, you've been killing it." Thanks, me. No. But yeah, dude. You know what? I want to give shout outs to Christopher over here, man. Chris, I'm so proud of you. You did a great job at the panel. Your top 8 performance was phenomenal. You came through with the recording. You know, you put out that potential 80+K video. You know, I was your dance partner, and I appreciate that. And you know, like I said, we got if nobody else got us, we got to get ourselves right.
I would say so, but also I think this Evo, we also got proven that the Goon community got us, because that Goon suite came together like a beautiful plan. I'm not gonna lie, I was stressing about that because I was like, we're in a new venue.
Yeah, you had to dip at the middle of it too.
You had to dip to go do rehearsal, but thanks to the Hound, Dash No Chris, and most importantly, Reiki, that suite just flourished in my absence. And when I came back, it was like packed. It was huge. There were people there that I didn't even knew about the suite.
It was nice too. I really prefer that room as opposed to the one in Mandalay Bay because it was airy. The ceilings were high. Mandalay Bay gets hot.
Well, Mandalay, there were a couple of years where we had like 100 people in there at once, and it was funky. I unfortunately didn't get to go to the suite this year, which generally happens. I usually just show up for like 30 minutes because work, but I saw a lot of pictures. I saw a lot of some people came by the booth. They're like, "Oh man, the suite was great, thanks." I'm like, I didn't do anything. It was Chris. And I'm very happy that it all went well. And hey, if there's an Evo next year in Vegas, there's gonna be a Goon suite next year.
Probably gonna happen there.
Now we know we can do it anywhere, bro. Shoot.
Yeah. Yeah. Expect more. Goon suite. So Goon suite was something different prior to being called the Goon suite, and we called it the Goon suite, and now it's the Gooner suite, the Goonin suite. Late night, all night gooning. People were there till like 2 a.m. just gooning hard as hell. Yeah, this is nice. I'm very happy for people. Just they get to be themselves, express themselves the way they want to.
Get that goon out of you. It's better out than in, I always say.
And look, it's better to goon with the boys than to Goon alone. All right.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely.
So yeah, I'm happy seeing what all this has become because it's other than the 2 years we didn't have an Evo, it's on year 12 this year,
Yeah.
Mm.
and it
That's
started out very.
crazy, man.
It started out in a regular double queen suite in 2012, and we had like
Yes.
60 people crammed in
Yeah,
that damn room.
bruh.
Oh, it was great. We're
And I
like,
think
oh
we
man.
streamed it. I think we streamed it.
Streamed bits of it, recorded most of it, and I think a lot of the
Yeah.
footage unfortunately didn't make it.
Nah, that was.
That was the LGP, unfortunately. Yeah, but it's been great. Had we had a suite that first year, 100%, we'd have had like 200 people in that damn suite, because we turned people away from the suite in 2012, or the hotel room in 2012, and it smelled terrible.
Bruh.
It was good times.
It was a different era. But yeah, always look forward to the next year. Thank you for the subs, obviously, for tonight. Your subs definitely go towards making these Goon Suites happen every Evo. And if we have anything left over, we try to hit up some events, maybe. Do some coverage.
Pretty much every penny that we've not pretty much, literally everything that we ever spent from the Goon funds has gone to the Goon Suite, flying players to events, sponsoring players. Or like the most we've done for ourselves is I bought a hard drive so that I could capture Samurai Shodown footage like years ago at Combo Breaker. That's all. That's on the YouTube channel. And I think that's it. No, maybe.
Yeah, no, that's about it. Yeah.
I was
Oh
gonna
man,
say, I think a headset. Oh man,
Hype
Hype Train.
started.
Hype Train. Oh boy.
Ended on a high note, bro.
Yeah. We'll let the Hype Train die down, or not die, just end, so that way people can get their rewards, their emotes. I've been chasing. I'm gonna be honest. I've been chasing Gritty Goose for quite some time now, and I have not gotten this thing. I'm getting all these other garbage emotes. I just want the Gritty Goose. But yeah, Gunblade, thank you for hooking a ton of people up with subs tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
Manny, thanks for the big resub, the 63 months of game go Walkman. The creator of that emote.
The most dedicated goon right there.
That's you think he looks sad, but actually he just tilted the brim down, bro. He's ready to party. That's a hat, and he's getting gangster with it, bro. He's like, party time. That's why it's game go Walkman, bro. Game go
Walkman.
Go Walkman. Is faced.
If somebody said a Goon Suite.
Nah, it really was something special this year, and not just because other people outside of the community found out about it. Although that was pretty damn funny, also. Like, it really was pretty cool. Like,
dude, we get so lucky every year. I'm like, is this the year that it's just gonna fall apart? Because man, if there were a year it was gonna fall apart, it was definitely this one.
Well, there was that one year where it kind of did, because we had Dragon Ball Fighters.
Yeah, that was Dragon Ball Fighters.
Man. Like,
it was Dragon Ball Fighters and the KOF. Like, there was no KOF in the main lineup, and I think we had like two of the best Dragon Ball Fighters players at the time in the world just like show up, and it was like, oh nice, cool. And that was the smallest we've ever had it, but it was still great. Everyone had a good time. There was lots of food, lots of drink, lots of fun. That was the suite I got to interact with the most.
Oh yeah,
because now that I think about it, I was there.
You were definitely in there for most of the time.
Yeah.
And there weren't a lot of other people in there, so it smelled nice the entire evening.
Yes. It was a good suite. Yeah, we're gonna keep it going. Now there's what is it? Evo France? Evo.
Oh yeah, now we got all these other like Evo locations to possibly
Evo LA,
visit.
which is just an award show. And then there's Evo, is it Taiwan or Philippines or Singapore?
I think it was Singapore.
And then
there was going to be in 2026.
And then Evo Japan, which is Evo Japan is 2 or 3 weeks before Combo Breaker's like usual date. How's that going to go? Are people going to have to decide Evo Japan or Combo Breaker? I think a lot of people are.
I think that's going to be a realistic thing that they're going to have to think about because both spots are probably going to be touted as some kind of tour stop.
Yes. Where's Walken been? We hung out with him. He showed up Friday at Evo. Hung out. He's doing well, living the life in Vegas, and by living the life, I mean just living, nothing, no glitz and glamour. He's just chilling. He's doing well. I'm very happy for him. But yeah, everyone, hype train's dying down. Make sure you go follow all of us over on the Tweety Birds, Meta_Abe, Hellpockets, and Manchester. I think, yeah, it's somewhere. And then follow all of our socials on the Goon accounts. Yeah, I think everything is Game Goons TV, right, Chris?
Everything's either unless it's this and it just this is not Game Goons TV.
Yeah.
So everything else is Game Goons TV.
Sorry, my brain is blanking. But yeah, go follow us there. The higher our follow count, apparently, the more things we get access to in terms of working with different companies and stuff.
I think we have made a good argument for why we should get that access because we're obviously putting out the kind of content that people want to see from an early part of the game. So if you want to see us demoing more of City of the Wolves, you definitely want to get that follower count up.
Yeah, that way I have it right here, and I just play it for people. Like, watch, look what this old man with broken hands could do. Ah! And then I have to send it over to like Pockets or Abe or something. But yeah, it'll be nice if we can somehow accomplish that. Or get on the level of like, say, I don't know, like a Maximilian, get like 5 hours with the game.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Get invited to events. You know.
The things I could do with Preacher.
Oh, give me hands-on footage with Kevin. Yes, give me, please. I have no illusions of Kevin being what he is in Mark of the Wolves in this game, but given the system, my brain's like, oh, I bet he could do this. Oh, I bet he could do that. I'm sure he's gonna be fine. I don't think he's gonna be weak at all. Like people are thinking. But yeah, everyone. Thank you, as always, for tuning in. We might stream tomorrow or Saturday. Maybe some SBC, guys, right?
Yeah, SBC.
Possibly, yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. I haven't played the game in like 17, 18 years or something. I was one of the testers for the game, and I held the pre-release location test for it 21 years and a month ago today or something like that. I don't know. It was back in 2003. Yeah, it's gonna be my first time playing in a while. I'm gonna get destroyed. It's gonna be great. Hi, Mick, go easy on me. Yeah, everyone, thanks for watching. Pockets, Abe, always great doing this with you guys. It's been been years of this, and what is it? Can't stop, won't stop, right? That's the thing.
Haven't figured out how to yet.
No, my body's broken. I don't know how to stop. So. Yeah.
Hopefully SNK gives us another reason to do another show very soon. Catch us on the next episode.
Yeah, that'll be nice. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. We're going to send you over to Third Strike because there's nothing else that I could find that's going on.
Let's go.
Yeah. Have a good one. Peace.